flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life for me, yeah. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. I'm feeling good.
Sorry. And welcome everybody to BSTV TCR Challenge Cup. This is season 18. We are in the very first week of this season, and we are, as you can see in the background there, a very, very wet Lime Rock Park for the season launch. It's great. You saw just there ATC Championships video making mine look completely amateurish. Don't forget, try and join the queue for that one. They are full, as in full, 60 cars. But we are not. There's a bit of room. There's quite a lot of cars on track. You'll see that in a minute. Let me go to a scenic and stop everybody feeling sick in the background. We are at Lime Rock Park. I'm Pete Bingham, and in the booth with me is Sir Alan of Toon, as always. Good evening, Sir Alan.
Good evening, Pete. Good evening, everyone.
And also in the booth is Sam Boozing. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Excellent stuff. You're both going to have to calm me down when I'm talking too much, because I'm used to talking a lot on these. We've got a huge amount of people who are watching on YouTube at the minute. We're doing a great job so far. We have 32 cars on track. You can see it's raining. It's 18 degrees. It's the first season of rain for TCRs. And we've got rain immediately in this practice session, but I have looked at the forecast, because you can do that. I know how to do it now. And it's going to dry up, which is going to make it nice and interesting, I reckon, Sam. Have you driven anything yet in the rain? I'm betting you've not.
I have, and I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. That's sorted that out. Okay, and Alan, you've driven in the rain, haven't you?
Yes, yes, indeed. I've done quite a lot in the rain, Pete. To be honest, we got in there early with our little quiet Sunday league when the rain first came out. We were straight in there because there wasn't any league things. There weren't any points or anything on it. So we got in early and tried it on a lot of different cars. And because I was terrified of the whole thing,
Yeah. Okay.
so I needed to break through and get some confidence that I could actually drive the car at all.
Right.
It's
Well,
really,
as
you know,
Sam just said,
intimidated.
Sam just said we're not allowed to talk about it at all. So we're gonna.
Well,
What?
I've got to say, I've now done some driving in a TCR,
Yeah.
and I found it to be quite a manageable proposition and certainly raceable.
So what I found was that it was, as we see a work guard car going slightly sideways. I think that's Fiona. And we're pitting the car here with Carl Hardy, so we're going to go and join Simon Trendle instead. I found it handled very, very similar to iRacing in 2013. So if you can remember that, Sam, where you turned the wheel and you carried on in a straight line anyway, it feels just like that.
I wasn't around on iRacing that,
Were you
that far
not?
back.
Thought you
No,
were.
I started in 2016.
Did you? How?
Yeah,
Why are you
yeah.
better than me then? Why is that?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm better than you. You did almost as good as me on the North Flash.
Yeah, well, yeah, we did all right, didn't we? We need to do more of that, by the way.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
when my rig is back
Oh, you
together, which will probably be in October.
Get your Allen key out. We're getting a dry line though because we are drying up. Hopefully,
Yes.
hopefully the
It's a
humour
very
does-
interesting part of the rain thing is actually the formation of the dry line every beat. It makes it's an interesting time. You start to get grip and, you know, of course, all the grips off the racing line. It's completely contrary to what you think.
Yeah.
And you don't, we're fortunate here because we did do some practice at Line Rock, didn't we? And
Yeah.
these curbs are rather grippy in the wet. Now, that's not the normal curbs. The painted curbs are absolutely lethal. in
Oh,
the wet.
really?
But, yeah, so
Oh.
these curbs are actually unusually kind and friendly. So as
Okay.
a breaking ink circuit, I found this one to be a good choice.
Yeah, so obviously I've randomised the weather, and it's going to be wet for practice, then dry up, or start drying up for qualifying, and then I think we're going to end up with 2 dry races. I'm not too sure, but I think it's 2 dry races. So nobody will know at all what their car is supposed to feel like, which is mint. I've already been called a monster by Anthony Hilton. So yeah, it's going to be fun. So let's talk about what happened last season. Where's my screen gone? We'll leave it on scenic so we can't hear the cars. Right, let's go and have a look at pro standings for last season. This is Stephen Walker was your champion last season. His block of wood trophy is still at my house. I've got to post that this weekend. Logan McKinsey was denied the chance to challenge Stephen for the top spot, if you remember, Alan, in that last race.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'll never likely to forget it, to be honest.
No, it was scarring, wasn't it? It really was. And Jamie Jeffrey had floated up all season and got the 3rd spot on that podium. So well done to him. In Pro-Am, we had Daniel Mills, who has now been promoted, by the way, into Pro.
He's got that 2nd stripe and well deserved too.
Yes, absolutely. He won that by a cool 100 points nearly over Rene Earhart, who missed out narrowly. I think he had a couple of bad races along the way. And then Christopher Smith, another RD Simsport driver, got the 3rd step in the AM category, Pro-Am category. And then the AM category, which is what I was staring at while I said it, Anthony Hilton, who eventually won this. Chris Dixon was winning it for quite a long time, and then Anthony Hilton took over, and then Fiona floated above Chris. and he won it in the end by 100 points. He's stayed in the AM class category for this season, but the AM class category this time has grown, so that's going to be tasty. In terms
Yes,
of,
it was a
go
hard
on.
fought last year, though, wasn't it, Pete? It was a hard fought league.
That
There was
was.
changes around, and
Yeah.
you know, it's great to see with more than 10 drivers now. That's looking magnificent,
Yeah,
actually.
AM class is this season, and last season was brilliant. This season is going to be a slightly more competitive effort, I think. So we'll talk about that later because there's some new drivers in there, like brand new drivers in there. Now we've got the team standings on the screen. RD Simsport absolutely romped it in the end. They had such a good season. We've got all of their drivers back. They absolutely destroyed everybody, really. And then Result Clothing, or Result X Pure Sims, as they are now, they're back. They've got 3 drivers this season. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then they were 160 points behind. And then Team Chimera, brilliant to see Team Chimera back in the upper echelons of the team championship in 3rd there. Driver of the meeting, we voted Logan driver of the meeting, Alan, between us.
Yes.
And a well-deserved trophy that was.
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly was a well-deserved trophy. Logan did an amazing job all season.
He did. Just let me respond to David.
It was, to be honest, it was just a fantastic season all around, Pete. It was just a thrill from start to finish, and we had the new teams coming in and really making a big impact. And we had that so tense finish, didn't we? It was so close.
Well,
and it went down to the wire, didn't it?
it was just brilliant, yeah. One of the best seasons I think I've commentated on. And then we've got your Alan Toon's Safe Driver Award, and Logan bossed that as well. In the end, he won it by quite a long way. Even though the number looks small, it's very difficult to achieve that over 1,000 laps.
Astonishing.
Honestly, it's stunning. He and Jamie Jeffrey, absolutely ridiculous. And I mean ridiculous. That is so safe and so fast. Right, thank you, David Johansson, for telling me that you couldn't hear the cars. That's because I hadn't turned the iRacing audio on, so you should be able to hear them now. Appreciate that. Let it rain, says David Johansson. There's a whole bag full of people on the chat. Alex Sabellano Ledo is on the chat, but he's working at the minute.
Oh, poor Alex.
I know. Jason Haddington, probably on holiday somewhere. He's sitting this season out. He's shouting for ASR, though.
Yeah, I'm shouting for ASR as well. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. We've got Pete Van Gool was on the chat earlier saying he's looking forward to racing. I think he hadn't been on track by this point. Who's that in a car that I've not got a paint on? I'm going to find that car in a minute because I'll sort that out before the start of the race. I don't know where that one's come from. Right, Tommy Battelle is on there. Happy to be watching. And Silas, who's shouting for Stefan. And Stefan was the only one in the wet session who was driving on dries. And then Matthew Rzepska. Matthew Rzepska from ATC Championship, Alpha Touring Championship. We saw their video at the start. Fantastic league. 60 cars deep and a queue for joining it. You can't get better than that. Right, let's have a look.
Sensational.
Yeah, I need to find
I have Matt Flannery with a blue paint without anything.
Matt, why is that then? Let me go and find Matt Flannery on here just a second.
What's happened to poor Matt?
Well, I think he was supposed to be in an Elantra.
Ah.
I might be wrong. I might have balls this up somewhere. Just give me a second and I'll go and find out whether it's me that's gooned it or not. Just one sec. Drivers, season 18. Searchy. Matt Flannery is supposed to be in an Elantra, and he's joined in a Veloster. So I'll assume that because the rest of his team is actually in a Veloster, so I think he has typed in the wrong car. So we'll just absorb that one for this race.
Yes.
I haven't got a paint to give to him.
Further consultation required.
Yes, absolutely. So thanks for finding that, Sam. Much appreciated. At least he's got the right windscreen banner. We'll take anything. We'll take anything in BSTV.
I'm very impressed with the small amount of cars I'm seeing going sideways.
They've been very disciplined. Right, Naveed who pulled a blinder, Sam. He told everybody he was going to drive in the Honda, and then today he sent me a private PM and said, I want to change to the Audi. And I think he sold a whole load of people a puppy. Because I think the Audi is better in the rain. That's
Really?
It's a brilliant move, isn't it? I
job.
love it. Yeah, good job. There's a couple of cars on track. You can see I've left the tyre choices on the screen there. So Miguel Freitas is currently rocking the dry tyre. Demis Tichelal is also on the dry tyre, and David Ayres as well. But that's because David Ayres doesn't know what he's doing.
It's a crucial decision.
It is.
It's something you don't want to get the wrong way around, because you can actually drive in the dry with wet tyres quite okay. They work okay for a while.
Okay.
You'll lose a couple of seconds a lap, but it doesn't work the other way around.
Really?
You can't drive in the wet with slicks.
Okay, fair enough.
So when
yeah.
you decide where the dry line is and when it's sufficient to go out and change your tyres is absolutely crucial, and we're going to find that in the future as people make wrong calls and go out and change them too early.
Right,
If you've got
okay.
that kind of spray coming off the back, that's still dangerous territory for a slick, even though it
Yeah.
starts to look dry on the top.
Right, okay. And I have to take back everything I said about Mark Flannery. I forgot that Spencer had told me to change his car for him. So that is entirely 100% my fault.
Well, you can change that by changing it on the website right now and regenerating and paint back, I guess. If he's uploaded his paint, it should work.
I'll go and have a look at his paint.
Let me do it. Just
Okay.
focus on the broadcast. I'm gonna do it.
Nice one. Cheers.
If I remember how to do it.
Come on, Sam.
Right.
It's not like I coded the thing like 2 years ago, but
No, no.
we're gonna be alright.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah,
fine. We're
Who
gonna be
said
fine.
we were professionals after all?
Yeah. So let's have a running lap. Let me put a track map up. We're in qualifying, folks. So we're on it like a car bonnet. Let's find car
Who's
numbers.
the driver again?
Matt Flannery.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
That's all right. And we're going to go on board with Sam Blees. So
Yes, Sam.
we head down the start-finish straight here. Let's see if I can remember any of these turns. I mean, Jesus, it's been a while. So this is Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Yeah, remember Big Ben? We're chasing Stefan, which is no tall order in that Audi. He's very, very skilled. We're into the S's here. He's sailed it in there a little bit, and he's straightened the car up, which is nice. And then, so out of the S's we go. Onto what they call No Name Straight once upon a time. I don't know whether it's still called that. It just didn't have a sponsor. And then on this version of the track, the Classic, we're going uphill. And that's what that bend is called. This is lethal. Your car switches left and right. It squirrels underneath you. And then this is, I don't know what that's called now. I've forgotten. And then down back straight, which is this. It's not really a straight. It's more of a kink in it. Down the downhill. West Bend. That was the one at the top of the hill. Downhill and then back on the front straight again. That's it. It's one of the quickest laps on the iRacing network, really, isn't it, Alan?
Yes, and certainly in this configuration without that horrible chicane,
Yeah.
which is the new layout. This is the legacy version, which is much preferred by everybody.
I think so, yeah. I do like that chicane, though. It really upsets the car and makes for great broadcasting.
Yes, but you lose one of the finest corners in iRacing. You lose that beautiful right-hander.
Yeah, true.
And what you were saying about cresting that hill was interesting, because it's a very different and much stronger reaction in this front-wheel drive car than it is on
Is
the
it?
rear-wheel drive cars.
Oh, okay. I know it was
So
always very
you get your
twitchy.
front wheels off the ground, but
Yeah.
because they're not the driven wheels, it's not as bad in a Mazda. In these, you get a really strong reaction because the front wheel drive, everything's there. And my word, it does give a fearsome twitch. And in the wet, it's discommoding.
Really? Okay, right, nice one. So we've got a few returning drivers. This is one of the most important ones, Big Mig. Big Mig has returned.
Oh, Miguel!
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, so he's there to prize that trophy away from Stephen Walker, who was last season's romping champion. Who else have we got? Kasper Smirnoff has returned to us again in that wonderful livery for Apex One Racing. no need to tell you who Miguel drives for. That is an Impulse car. He's been joined in the league this season by none other than Wobbly Kneecaps, but Wobbly's not actually racing this evening.
Wobbly's gone back to Impulse.
He's
wobbled over.
He's wobbled over. He has done that exactly. This is Max Nevinchani. I've just destroyed your name, Max, so I apologise profusely. Actually, we don't in BSTV because we never get anybody's name right. But he's driving on his own as a privateer, so welcome to you.
Welcome, Max.
Yeah, welcome.
Very welcome to you, my friend. And always in the Audi.
He is. He's bossing the Audi at the minute. He's doing well. He's in the AM Championship, which is orange number boards and banners with black writing. So that's how you differentiate that at the moment. We'll have to see where he actually ends up. Because as we know, we like with Daniel Mills, really should he have been in the Pro last season instead of Pro-Am? Maybe, but he's got his trophy, so that's the main thing.
I need Fairley won as well.
Oh, absolutely. He was
he
brilliant.
And he did win. He did brilliant. I mean, yeah, I think actually you should give yourself a gold star for the way you instinctively and intuitively place all the drivers so accurately in their appropriate places. Because you did a great job. You don't have to change anything, Pete. You don't have to change anything. It was brilliant.
No, it was good. It was good. Then we've got Demis Tigchalar. He's been in our leagues before and with Racing Forces before, and he has returned to the BSTV fold, and we are all the better for it. A very skilled driver. Probably getting used to front wheel drive because it's not his weapon of choice, to be fair. But welcome back to you. Who else is?
Lovely. We love to see old friends coming back, don't we?
Yes, we do. We do. It's a wonderful thing when they come back. New to us is Sam Smith from iRace Esports. He has this wonderful, almost 1980s livery for the iRace team. We do like a good retro paintwork, don't we, Alan?
I do, and old friend is Sam.
Yes.
He's my mate. He's one of my. He was when I had my little Sunday league. Sam was absolute godsend to me, pressing all the buttons and working the knobs and stuff. He was.
Oh, beautiful. No, very nice, very nice. In that case, even better to have him here.
So yeah, it was So yeah, good on Sam. It's great to see him here in this, and I think he's going to love it. He's a real racer, and he's going to love this. And
you might have this individual come to mind, Alan. Darryl Wright has signed with the Safeguard team for this year.
It's another exciting person, because another team member and somebody I've spent many hours alongside, and delighted to see Darryl here. He's given the Masters a rest this season to do this and take it on seriously.
Is he? Okay.
It's a big thing for him, and he's been looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to see how he gets on.
Yeah, and then a change in the order. This is Stephen Walker, and do not adjust your sets, folks. He is very much in a geodesic paint. He has joined Geodesic yeah, exactly. Geodesic Racing White. He's joined Spencer McCarthy as the Geodesic Racing White team. So that is a very dangerous prospect.
Whoa, that's a juicy little worm,
isn't it? Just so they are both in Hondas. That's going to be brilliant. Obviously, Daniel Mills. I've got the wrong banner for Daniel. What a knob. Oh, dear. Right, I'll change that for next race. Daniel Mills is now in Pro, but he is last season's Pro-Am champion. He is now duking with the big boys at the top. So you can see it in the timing screens. His banner should be blue. Right, next one up with a change.
Mr. Smirnov's right up there, fifth. He's doing
really
a cracking time. I mean, the wet as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we don't. I mean, these people have had to put time in, and they're learning this the same as everybody. And it's quite a lot to take on. We waited for years to get rain on iRacing. We did wait for years. It was in the air for a long, long time. But I've got to say, nobody does it better than iRacing.
No.
Their implementation of the rain has been absolutely amazing.
Even the look of it,
it's brilliant.
Even the look of it is brilliant. The way that the puddles form on the track and the way that they look on the track is so realistic.
Yes. Yes. No, they've done a real proper job on it. And if
Yeah.
you're going to terrify your hard cash-paying customers, this is the way to do it.
Absolutely. And we've got Tony Walker has returned to the fold, the second of the Walker brothers. I think his brother stole all the luck in childhood, but Tony's still got quite a lot of it. He has joined forces with Racing Forces.
Oh,
The real question
Tony.
is, did
Go on.
you read the rules?
Did he read the rules? Yeah, that's a good one. I like it. Ooh, look who's just gone top. Big Mig. Big Mig.
In the rain.
On dry tire.
sun-
Dry
Test
tyres.
dryer.
Yeah, he's done it. He's absolutely pulled the blinder because this is a heat race. If you are not on a lap now, you are not on a lap. You are going to get booted. I wonder if anybody can beat that time, Sam, because that is perfect timing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a very good lap round here as well.
That's immense.
I don't know, Mr. Merz is pretty close. So
Yes, he
why
is.
not?
Yeah.
But time is running out.
Time is like.
right.
Ooh,
Half a minute, folks. Can they? Can somebody pull something out?
Yeah.
Miguel's really laid his marker down, and aren't we just delighted to see the man back on the grid? He's a fantastic racer. He just adds so much to any grid by his presence, and it's a joy to watch him. Wow, aren't we spoiled? Look at that.
I know.
We've just got so many names on there that just make you go, wow.
right.
There's so many race winners on that
That's it.
grid.
Yeah, that is it. So, I think Big Miguel Freitas, managed to absolutely pull a proverbial rabbit out of a hat there on dry tyres. That's what we turned up for this season, isn't it?
Well, there you go. Not only is he grease lightning, he's smart with it.
He is. Right. Cars are on the
Look
grid.
who's fourth, though.
Look who's fourth. What?
Yeah. On dry tire as well.
Holy
At the last minute.
moly. Right, let's talk about that in a minute. Oh my god, this is going to be a great season. Right, I'll sort out the paint in a second. Miguel Freitas will be your pole man this evening in a wonderful, wonderful piece of timing. Daniel Mills will go off second, last season's Pro-Am champion. Ignore his colourboards, he is in the Pro Series. Martin Shirley goes off third. Fourth will be Arnaud Chenonnier. You are a legend in the Air Smart racing car. Carl Hardy will go off fifth for Result X Pure Sims. I should read out the teams. Naveed Hussain will go off sixth for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. Jura Larkinen will go off seventh for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Stephen Walker off eighth for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. White, I think it is. Sam Blees will go off ninth for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. I'm going to say that a lot. Kasper Smirnov will go off 10th for Apex 1. Nice performance there in qualifying. Spencer McCarthy will go off 11th for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. Pete Newman will go off 12th for Result X Pure Sims. 13th, if I can find my button. Where's my button? There. Will be Simon Trundle for Team Chimera. Anthony Hilton will go off 14th for Mellow Motorsport. 15th will be Tony Walker for Hydro Race Racing Forces. 16th will be Demis Tigchar for TRL Racing Forces. Rene Earhart will go off 17th for Cutting Corny TCR team. 18th will be Roger Morton for Safeguard. 19th will be Pete Van Gool for Result X Pure Sims. Daniel Lewis will go off 20th for SRL. David Ayres will go off 21st for Safeguard. Stefan Yee will go off 22nd for VTS Esports. 23rd will be Jamie Wilson for Team Chimera. Sam Smith will go off 24th for iRace Esports. Stop flashing your lights. Where am I? Don't even know anymore. Sam Smith, thank you. Darryl Wright will go off 25th for Safeguard. Matt Flannery will go off 26th for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. We're going racing. I need to go and do something else like this as we go.
Oh, exciting.
Racing at Lime Rock. We'll cover the rest of them later, and that is a very slow starting, wheel spinning Carl Hardy. And we're away. And that is Miguel Freitas in third, so he's lost out massively. And look at Arnaud Chenonnier. Oh my god! Somebody commentate, because oh my god. Oh, there's something going on back here. Demis is off track.
I know.
And you display the tire speed, so we
Oh,
know
Yeah. Sorry.
who's using what.
Yeah, good call. Keep talking.
It's on.
Oh, got some wets.
His car.
Arnaud is in a GT3.
I mean, he's done
That
a great
explains a
job
lot.
qualifying up there.
I know. He's some boy. He's some boy. Right, that's a better camera.
Really likes it in the ramp.
Yeah. Euphemisms all round. I mean, Daniel Mills has just checked out. Look at that. Oh, Miguel. Oh, Miguel. Oh, Miguel. Oh.
Be on the other side.
Oh my God.
And I think Kaufman, if I say that wrong, sorry, but has a good point. Starting on the right, that's actually a disadvantage because it's full wet, and they are on dry tires.
Yeah, don't agree with him
too.
Yeah, don't agree with him too much, Sam. That's David Johansen.
Okay.
We've still got a fair bit of.
Yeah, that's Mr. Where's the standings?
Yes, that's the guy.
Okay. Let me ban him from the channel.
Yeah, do that.
Simon's on wets. Now you don't
I'm joking,
get Mr.
David.
Trendle making a bad call on the tyre.
I'm not.
So
Yeah, Simon
he's really
Trendle.
thinking the wet is the one.
Maybe for this particular race, yeah, it might be that the wet is the advantageous tyre. He's driving on the dry line at the minute and getting overtaken, so maybe not. Who was that going slow? Oh, that was Demis, was it? Oh, Demis is in the pits. Why is he in the pits?
I saw someone rolling on the at the start.
I
so
did,
that
yeah.
Might be him.
Oh, okay. Right, Kasper Smirnov. We saw him last season doing some amazing driving, in a different car though. So he's new to the Honda, and this is him in 6th place, up 4 places from his start position
On wets.
on wets. So I think you're right, Alan. That wet choice is good at the start of the race. Is it going to be good at the end of the race?
This is well.
Oh no,
well
it's
along.
Naveed.
Oh.
Naveed is gone, and he's got a broken front suspension.
Careful. Oh, he's been careful. Thank
Yeah,
heavens.
he doesn't know it yet, but his car is absolutely mullered at the front. Let's have a look at that.
I think he's getting the idea now.
Yeah.
Podlev is gone.
Oh dear. That's a sad-looking machine.
It won't let me go back to his crash.
Oh,
Why not? Why not? Oh, because it's just an off-track according to SDK. This is it, folks. This is what the weather. This is what the weather can do to the best of drivers, and he is the best of drivers. Oh no, that looks
That's
technical.
a proper one. Yeah.
That's mega. Right. Okay.
I think you do that in real life, you go straight to the.
I would have noticed that.
yeah.
Brilliantly together on his rejoin. He was very careful. He managed to get himself out of the way.
He did.
And very delicate manoeuvring there under stress as well. A lot of people will boot that, and it's easy to make a mistake and end up causing trouble. But well done to him. Yeah.
So we've had a few people suffer along the way. We'll talk about that in a minute, and we'll replay some stuff. This is quite a heated exchange. Is that Roger Morton? Yeah, Roger Morton.
Yeah, Roger. The famous grass tracker that he is.
Oh, he's good on the grass. It's tarmac that he struggles
well,
with.
actually, there's plenty of grip on the grass. More than there is on the tarmac.
Yeah, that's an update that you've not been around for, Sam. So the grass is no longer faster than the tarmac on iRacing.
That's to be.
Yeah, it used to be.
Grip.
Yeah.
It used to be ice grass. It's now melted.
Ooh, that was close. Jamie Wilson with Jura-Larkkinen in close proximity. Is that Pete Newman? Why has Pete Newman got
in trouble?
Yeah, he's got a beach buggy.
Oh! Wow, that's skill.
Well, that shows you can drift with a front wing drive.
Yeah, absolutely right, Sam. That's class. Oh my God! Right, let's have a look at how some of these people ended up in the place that they did. Let's see if I can find Pete Newman's first. Seeing as we're looking at him at the minute. Oh my God, it's way back.
Oh no,
The rest will be over when we'll be done with that.
He's doing a fantastic job.
Okay, according to SDK, he's had that boot removed, but for nothing at all. It doesn't even register as an event. So let's have a look at what happened to Daryl. Daryl's already been in the pits. Oh, he's crawling out of the pits. That's a crash, apparently. That there is a crash. Thank you, SDK. Well,
That's
It's
the
just that
first.
it's a typical exit. We should have mentioned about the pit exit from there. It
Yeah. I heard
was
crashing.
somebody a damage.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, I think that's going to be extinction for that car, isn't it?
Extinction.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is he still keeping it going? Goodness me. Give
Oh,
that
yeah,
yeah,
man
that's
like a
some-
legend.
Yeah, that front left is
Yeah.
gone.
I think the front left is gone. Have you seen the rest
Oh,
of
my
the car?
word.
Holy sugar. Oh my word.
He's
Oh, the
taken
rear
the
left as well.
wide line
Yeah.
there.
I think all the lefts on that car are gone. Right, let's find some cars in solid shape. So Carl Hardy let me get your track map, folks, and the battle box. So Carl Hardy leads this little troop of 3 cars here. His teammate, or assistant teammate, Roger Morton, is behind him and giving him some attention. And Sam Smith, new to the league but not new to the community, is hot on the heels of those two. They're about to become a 4-car battle with Martin Shirley just ahead of them, who is in an RD Simsport Honda. They did the amazing job of winning the team championship last season, and no small amount due to him. More result cars fighting back here with Jamie Wilson. Pete Van Gool getting overtaken. Oh, no, sorry. He is overtaking Anthony Hilton. Matt Flannery's gone at pits. Is his car in a decent... Oh, I can't see. It's behind a set of stairs, folks. Right, let's go back up to the busy bit. Sam. Daniel Mills has now a 7.5 second lead
What?
on Lime Rock Park's nearly a lap.
Over
Man, you
Stephen
need to create
Walker.
another class.
Yeah,
like,
do you?
pro.
When you've got Stephen
Brilliant.
in second place,
Yeah.
that's,
And
mind you, he's pulling it back slightly.
he's got an amateur behind him, though. Last season's champion, Stephen Walker. A whole 6.7 seconds behind him.
Oh yeah, we know he's bad.
Yeah, he's rubbish. As is the car behind him, Miguel.
Yeah, he's got some quality chasing him, and
He does.
they are closing
Ooh,
the gap.
Miguel.
Can they close the gap? I think they've got 8 minutes. That's
Yeah.
a second. Yeah, they should do that.
Miguel, where you going, mate? Oh, he's on the grass. I wonder if the grass is still wet, or does it dry at the same rate as the tarmac? Oh, that's a question, isn't it? That's interesting.
I don't know, but this seems there tends to be more grip on the grass.
So-
I don't think it's too much of an issue. At least you can straighten the car up on the grass if it's getting out of shape on the tarmac, which is
Well, yeah.
crazy, but it's true. There's Sam getting stuck in.
Yeah,
Him
he
and
is.
Roger will be, I would say, very, very close on time.
Yeah, that is a lovely overtake from Sam Smith there. That's tremendous.
Good driver is Sam.
Yeah.
Very experienced. And yeah, lovely bloke as well.
Let's have a look at that from his nose. So he's stepped out from Martin Shirley there. Got alongside, stayed alongside really, and used that little bit of overspeed to get on the optimal side of the car and get the job done. That's a lovely overtake, Sam.
It's pretty good. I mean,
Supreme.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Yeah, it's brave going in there. You don't know what, with the wet conditions, you don't know how well your brake's going to work.
No. Sam, are you watching that time at the top of the screen? So that 7.6 second lead is coming down mighty fast.
yeah, I don't know what that rookie's doing, but he's going pretty fast.
He is, yeah, this rookie here, yeah.
He's got the number 1. Okay,
Oh,
might not be that much of
yeah.
a rookie. Sorry. No, what I'm impressed with is Arno actually.
Arno's
he's still
doing-
fourth.
yeah, I know.
I don't know what the other guy are doing, but he's getting a proper kickstart in the AM Championship right now.
He really is.
I know he's gonna crash because I jinxed him. Sorry,
Well,
but
yeah, our curses are strong historically.
I think this is the best I've ever seen him drive, to be honest. I'm sure this is the best position. I don't
Yeah.
remember seeing him in fourth position.
No,
This
sorry.
is superb drive.
This
Fingers
oh,
crossed he keeps it on the road, because
That's
he's
the
doing
wrong
a
one.
heck of a job there.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
so
ouch.
that is multiple previous champion Sam Blees getting it wrong at the top of the hill.
Oh, that looks like he's hurt his car, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. And then his brother, 1 second later, and I mean 1 second later.
Oh, what's this?
Oh.
Wait, Sam, please, but that's not a brother.
Oh no, sorry.
You got the wrong driver. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I say.
Yeah.
That is.
You
proper
can't park
good.
there, sir.
Yeah.
But was it Sambli's?
It was Sunblees. Yeah.
Okay.
I was
so
staring
that's-
at Stephen Walker's name because he's gaining so much on Daniel Mills, but that was because of traffic. So
Yeah, they're already lapping cars. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Lime Rock, isn't it? 1 lap is 50 seconds. That was our new driver. Where's he gone? I can't even find his name on here now.
He's coming back, don't worry.
Yeah. He's laps down, isn't he? So, oh, there, Max Nevinchani. I've just annihilated your name, mate. Sorry. Forgive me in another life. But he's doing all right, actually. He's up 8 places from his start position. Fiona Siddons up 10.
Simon Friendly the pits. What happened? Simon.
Hang on. I'm going to find it.
Oh,
Simon Trundle. Why would he be in the pits? He's entered pit lane of his own accord.
Some damage?
Let's have a quick look at what his car looks like going in.
Man,
His car
we've
looks
got a big
perfect.
issue.
He's pulled over and just gone straight to pits through all the water.
That looks like a drive-through then.
It does, doesn't it? He hasn't stopped in his box. You're absolutely right.
I think I don't like to say
Oh, no, he
this,
has.
but
Sorry.
Mr. Where's the Result said he had wet tires on, so he's switching to dries.
Oh, really?
That
Must
might
be
be
that
it.
bad.
Yeah.
Good grief, you were.
But I'm not gonna agree with that guy. No.
No, we never agree with him. This is the fight for podium positions. So Stephen Walker currently bossing the second place. And Miguel Freitas would love very much to put his name on that second place. I think it'd be a minor miracle for them to get into first now, because Daniel Mills has thoroughly checked out. He's gone. He's back up to 6.7 seconds now.
yeah, he's doing a heck of a drive, is Daniel.
Yeah.
Really superb.
And poor old Casper, who started the race on wets, has only gone south in the standings, I'm afraid. 6 places down from his start position.
Yes. I've
Yeah,
been,
but look where.
watching and languishing. Poor man.
Yeah.
Still, he's still going, and you're living and learning.
Yeah, what were you
in
going to
this
say, Sam?
situation.
Look where Simon and Jimmy are compared to him. Like, there's only like 7.5 minutes left. 6.5 now.
Oh, yeah.
He might do better than Jimmy and Simon that pitted to switch tires, because they're not gonna get back to time.
No, they're not. Absolutely right.
No, but the wet tyres are drivable in the dry for a few laps.
Yeah.
Heat will get them in the end, but I think you can never make the time back at this stage if you're going to pull in. I think you're supposed to do it at any time in this race, in a 20-minute race around here. I don't think it's possible.
Well, we've got the lovely prospect of a 40-minute race round here in a minute with a pit
Yes,
stop.
but drying conditions, so they'll go out on dry tyres, I imagine, and
Yeah.
unless we've got another sprinkle of rain in the sprinklers.
I don't think so. I think this is going to continue to dry up. Looking at the forecast.
Yeah, looking at the forecast, it's gonna be dry till the end.
Right.
Right.
Couldn't have got a more exciting start race then, could we, with rain at the beginning and then drying out? That's
That
almost
is-
perfect.
And it's proper exciting because we have people on wets, people on dries. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like
Well,
it.
that's the guys taking on the challenge. You've got to be proud of these chaps. They've really risen to the challenge, and they're going for it.
Yeah. So 5 minutes to go, and Roger Morton trying to get himself an extra position on Martin Shirley.
Martin.
Might do this because that inside line round Big Bend is very advantageous. All you've got to do though is stay alongside, because once you get into the S's,
Yes.
left hand is better than right.
And Martin knows that.
Oh, he's not going to do it though. Roger's done a great job there.
Roger did a great job on that corner.
Yeah, that was lush. Very nice.
Yes, and that was Martin's real clear opportunity to get back there. So,
Yeah.
Hard to get by in parts of this lap.
Oh yeah, some it's just one line through Lime Rock Park. So that was Daniel Lewis keeping well out of the way, a bit too much. He found the grass and exited stage left because the leaders are coming through now. Daniel Mills is somewhat not. Oh my God, where's his lead gone?
He must have had a slip.
He must have had a slip, but it's not come up on my screen. No, it's not come up on my screen at all. So whatever he did, maybe he got blocked by some back markers or something. I'm not sure. Ignore the green banner, folks. I'll say it again. He is in the pro class. That's just me screwing it up. This is where the action is. So this is Stephen Walker and Miguel Freitas scrapping, and I mean scrapping, for second place here. That was Kasper Smirnov that they've just overtaken. They have lapped, or the top three have lapped half the field, Sam.
That's pretty good. I mean, the condition is so hard, and for I'm not gonna say good drivers, but experienced drivers, they probably race rain more than some of the AM guys.
Actually, yeah, you're right. That could well have happened.
It's most likely.
Sorry, Rene Earhart is out in the weeds, and he's stopped the car.
Oh.
Let's have a look at what happened
Oh,
there.
that's down on the left side, yeah.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh God, that splitter's on the floor. Where's that? Oh, he's coming together with somebody there, but SDK won't show me who. What is SDK doing today? That's all it'll show me. Oh no, this one might be it. Sorry, I've got to click on somebody else to get there. But oh, we're going three wide. We're not going three wide in a big bend, are we? No.
2.5.
Oh,
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 Oh, oh.
and yeah, I think that was kind of Rene's issue. I think.
Yes, I don't think he had a lot of control over that.
No, he kind of slid through the apex of the corner.
He's got the straight. He was going in a straight line and not being denied. Even though
yeah.
he was going off the track, unfortunately. Dear me, that's not nice for him.
No, it's not. So this is the first season I've seen Miguel Freitas in a Veloster. He's usually in the Honda, which is the car he's now chasing. I don't know that he's still getting to grips with it. I don't know whether someone of Miguel's capability does that or not. I don't know.
Well, the car drives well around here.
Yeah.
Certainly he does. He's in third place. He's hanging on to Stephen Walker, and if you're hanging around with Stephen Walker, there's nothing wrong with your pace.
No, definitely not. Sam Smith gone to pit road.
Oh no.
Nothing wrong with his car. On dries. Too little fuel, maybe?
Oh,
no.
Stop and go.
Stop and go. Oh dear. Okay, is that the white
weird.
flag? Yeah, that was a white flag.
I don't think you get stop and go in our racing.
Stop and hold.
Well, he stopped, and he was going again.
No, I don't think you get that in iRacing. What otherwise you have to stop for a long time, like 30 seconds or something.
Right, okay.
That looked like more, oh shit, I have got damage, I'm gonna repair them.
Oh, do you think that was a
You get
fast
stop
repair?
and goes. You get
Most
stop and
likely,
goes
yeah.
if you ignore a black flag, Sam. You get a stop and go. If you got a black flag and you missed it, you get a stop and go, mate.
Maybe you got that then. I don't know.
Okay.
And it's easy to miss a black flag if
If you're in
on the
VR, it
screen,
is
and you-
apparently because you can't even see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's happened to me before that I've missed one where it's been really intense and you're looking out the screen and you're not taking notice. So it can happen if you don't notice one. If you get an off track or something and you
End of the race. So Daniel
That's,
Mills passed the start-finish line ages ago.
1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Well, that's in the nick of time, I would say.
I would say so, yeah. So that was an exciting end to the race. People in the pits, and people visiting the pits even now, which is bizarre. So Sam Smith
Well,
back
they
in
want to get an
again.
early start on their tyre changes, ready for the next race.
Well, maybe that, yeah. Kasper Smirnov stuck it out all race on wets and finished in 14th place.
Yeah, I think that's a good result for him.
Yeah, and we have to look at Andy Littler, who stayed out the entire race, kept out of trouble mostly, and ended up 6 places north of where he started in 21st. So good effort.
Yeah, and he's driving well at the moment, is Andy.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at who's still to finish. Nobody, just finished everybody. Why does it say that Andy Littler's out of the race? That's a bit odd. As if he's
Only
been...
4 non-finishers as well, by the looks of that. So I have to say
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's a bit... no,
Well, the track just dried up pretty quickly.
It did, yeah. Yeah, it went bone dry really fast. Right, let's get through this finishing order for your first race of season 18, folks. Daniel Mills won it by 1,000,000 miles. You might have thought he wasn't in the race because he didn't get much footage because he was that far in front. Stephen Walker for Hydro Race Geodesic... Sorry, that was for RD Simsport. Stephen Walker finished in second place for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White, with Miguel Freitas back for this season in third. For Impulse Racing, couldn't do anything with Stephen Walker. Obviously balanced out the cars, but only 0.2 of a second behind him. Spencer McCarthy finished in fourth place for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White. We didn't see much of him either. He was in a little bubble all of his own there. Many seconds back from the top 3 and many seconds ahead from Carl Hardy, who finished in 5th, and the top Pro-Am class driver for Result X Pure Sims. So well done to you, sir. That's your captain, Alan.
Yes, no, he's doing a fantastic driver. Top 5 is a good result for Carl. He'll be pleased with that. Looking at the 4 names in front, he's going to be delighted.
And someone who is probably cracking his own bottle of simulated
I'm thrilled for him,
champagne
aren't you?
open. Yeah. Arnaud
Oh,
Chenonnier.
no.
Good effort, mate.
Well done, I know.
That's legend status, that, like. That's Air Smart Racing. I think that's possibly his highest position ever, so well done to you. Roger Morton finished 2nd in class, 7th on track for Safeguard by result. Martin Shirley 8th on track and 3rd in class. A podium finish in your class for RD Simsport for Martin Shirley. Yuri Larkinen 9th for Hydro Race Racing Forces, with Pete Van Gool in 10th for Result X Pure Sims. And then 2nd in class, 11th on track, David Ayres. Clearly that flashy light button isn't broken or hasn't broken anything else in your car. For Safeguard by result there. And Anthony Hilton, a well-deserved 12th and 3rd in class for Mellow Motorsport. Then we've got Daniel Lewis for SRL, Kasper Smirnov 14th for Apex 1, Dietmar Hoos 15th for Cutting Corny TCR team, Chris Dixon in 16th for Workguard by result with Max Nevinchani. Hopefully I've got your name right, don't know. 17th overall. Sam Blees finished 18th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. That's unusual for him to be that far down the field. Fiona Siddon's 19th for Workguard by result.
Issue.
He did have the issue, yeah. Naveed Hussain removed panels from his car and probably his front suspension very effectively. Finished 20th for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. Sam Smith 21st for iRace Esports. Andrew Littler 22nd in the end. Dropped a lot in the end, so he must have had a penalty or something for Workguard. Simon Trendle 23rd for Team Chimera, and his teammate finished behind him 24th, Jamie Wilson. Matt Flannery 25th for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. Rene Earhart 26th for Cutting Corny TCR team. Darryl Wright 27th for Safeguard by result. And Tony Walker 28th tonight for Hydro Race Racing Forces. 29th was Stefan for VTS Esports. 30th was Pete Newman, very, very out of position for Result X Pure Sims. Demis Tichlar 31st for TRL Racing Forces. And JB Dejoux 32nd for BSTV Esports.
I say Pete was in 30th, but my word, how the heck did he keep that car going the way he did?
Don't know. Nobody knows. Even he doesn't. So yeah, lots of people out on track. We don't often see this actually. Wrong button to press. In the warm-up session between, but as people now realise, the track conditions, Sam, between wet and dry, will be significantly different, right? We can still see little tiny plumes of damp coming off the track right now.
Yeah, I was about to say exactly that. There's still a bit of spray coming back from the car, but the track looks dry.
Some little damp
So
patches to the side there, look.
Yeah, but it's only on the edges, so you just have to be a bit careful when you know, pass someone. But otherwise, it should be alright, you know.
When it's really wet, the lethal place is the driving line. You need to keep just off the driving line. That's where all the oil and all the rubber is, and that gets incredibly slippy. So these guys are just keeping slightly off the driving line. But I think by now, these are going to be well drivable on dry tyres, and everybody will be on dry tyres. And they were doing pretty well on dries in the previous race at the end there, weren't they? So there shouldn't be any issues, I don't think. But yes, that was very exciting, and it was a perfect introduction to rain to our series, because goodness me, it certainly had an effect.
It did. Even to Mark Draper. Hopefully you can join us for some races this season. The season's open to you as always. Being a previous champion of this series. Pete Van Gool, who was dreading the rain at the start of it, says, "Yes, I love rain." What? What? Just bizarre. Oh, right, I need to extend gridding. Just 1 second. There we go, done that. Dietmar Hoos, his punishment for finishing 15th was to start the race in first place for our second race this season. For Cutting Coney TCR team, Kasper Smirnoff will go off second for Apex 1. Third will be Daniel Lewis. I'm just going to do names only. Daniel Lewis is the SRL driver. Just so you know. Anthony Hilton off fourth. Well done to you, sir, for getting that high up. David Ayres off fifth. Pete Van Gool off sixth. Seventh will be Jura Larkinen. Martin Shirley off eighth. Ninth will be Roger Morton. 10th will be Arnaud Chenonnier. Big things expected of you, mate. Carl Hardy off 11th. Spencer McCarthy off 12th. 13th will be Miguel Freitas. 14th will be Stephen Walker. Daniel Mills will go off 15th. His punishment for winning the previous race. Chris Dixon off 16th. 17th will be Max. I'm just going to leave it at Max until you tell me how to say your name. Sam Blees off 18th. 19th will be Fiona Siddons. Naveed will go off 20th. Sam Smith goes off 21st. Andrew Littler off 22nd. 23rd will be Simon Trendle. 24th will be Jamie Wilson. 25th, when it refreshes, will be Matt Flannery. Renee Earhart off 26th. 27th will be Darryl Wright. Tony Walker off 28th. 29th will be Stefan. Pete Newman off 30th. 31st will be Demis Tigchilar. And 32nd will be JB Deju. Right. Let's get us a different camera. Hopefully nobody's flashing the lights.
Can you imagine in now 60
Honestly.
cars on the grid?
Do you know what? Yeah, well, 60. They'd be,
Yeah, can you imagine?
it'd be like one of those children's rides, you know, where the cars bump each other around the track. David Ayres, you need to just stop it. Just stop. I've moved the camera so we can't see you. Right, let's do, oh, he's still doing it. Look at that. He's obsessed. He's obsessed. There's something wrong with that boy. There really is. Right, I can't get a decent camera on Lime Rock Park. What's going on back there? Stop it.
It's a right look.
It's a riot. Absolute riot. Right then.
This is very exciting. Look at the way this grid's broke up. We've got all kinds of.
Oh, a
colours
jump
everywhere.
start! A jump start. Who was that?
Come on, here we go.
That was Pete Van Gool with a jump start. He's just gonna. You just need to floor it when you do that. Just take the penalty.
Well, yeah.
My eagle eyes spotted
Just in the pits.
3
Yeah,
wide.
It's a shame for him.
3 wide and 3 Audis wide. Oh, there's someone.
Oh.
Lots of
Guys up.
people going backwards here. Who
Cold
was
tyres
that?
as well. Oh,
Jamie
oh,
Wilson.
Mind you, we've got this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Jamie's away into the weeds. Oh dear.
Okay.
That was Naveed, was it? No, Naveed got away with it. Somebody else.
No, but one of the
tired,
geodesic guys
Is it?
has got his front completely destroyed,
Oh.
I think.
Is it Matt? No. Stefan is ailing back here. Back on
Oh, he's
track
back
though.
on the road. Looks like his car's out.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got somebody else there as well. That's not a geodesic, is it?
Somebody going slow up the hill there. I think that was Matt. Oh no, Matt Flannery's fine. It's Naveed going slow. He's got something wrong with the right rear
Yes.
or front right. I don't know.
Oh, that doesn't look right, does it?
No, it looks very left. Right. I mean, right. Okay. So here we go. Lots of racing at the front, as you'd expect. Many cars are visiting pit road right now.
Stealing up the road very quickly. Is slipping down.
Yeah, Pete Van Gool's just done his penalty. Spencer is now leaving pit road as well.
What's Spencer doing in the pits?
Spencer, I think, ended up with damage after all that. I think that's the car that Sam spotted.
Oh dear. I'm not used to seeing Spencer in that colour.
No, that's true. Spencer's usually white, isn't he?
Got to, well, I've got all these new cars and all these new drivers. It's fabulous.
It really is. Where's David Ayres?
Oh, is Spencer in the front now? Is he leading?
Um,
Or is he a lap down?
no, I think he's about to get mullered by iRacing. So he's already pitted the car. He's pitted on lap 1, but he's reset the vehicle, so I don't know what's going on there. We'll have to review that in a second and see what's going on. I'm sure that my timing tower will sort itself out.
Casper's leading then, actually.
No, I think he... I don't know.
Yes, he is. Look,
Oh,
he's
right,
just
sorted
did
itself
that.
out. Is that Casper in the lead then? Oh, yeah, look at that. Free track in front of him.
Yeah, no, he got away from the start. He's got 2 seconds already on Dietmar.
Yeah, Anthony Hilton here.
Anthony's flying.
The league is not upside down, folks. Anthony Hilton is just doing a brilliant job. Daniel Lewis.
Talented driver.
He is, actually. He did really well last season. He was fantastic.
Yes. Consistent, beautiful performances.
Right, people getting much more confident on the brakes into turn 1 now, into Big Bend.
Bit more unfamiliar territory now, Pete.
Yeah.
We've got the dry tyres on the cars. They're getting a bit of feel, on the brakes, a bit of confidence in the turning in as well.
Yeah, Simon Trendle wanting to get going now that he's got a dry track. Arnaud Chenonnier shuffled backwards a little bit. He's 5 places down from his start position, but he's putting pressure here on Chris Dixon. This is for class honours. I think this is not lead car because Anthony Hilton's got that miles in the lead. Chris Dixon locking up, going, maybe not locking up, maybe that was the spray from the tyres. So this has already, Sam, proved to be quite a chaotic start to the season thanks to the rain.
Yeah, he's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's it's really interesting to see these conditions played out and people making different choices. And the moves are, a bit more complicated when you try to go on the inside or the other side of someone with the try a bit damp like that. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's good.
So I just brought up the tyres there after you said that because it triggered me to think, I wonder if anybody has accidentally just gone out on wets. But no, that's not the case.
No.
Miguel Freitas has just put Anthony Hilton behind him and has got onto a podium position already. Well, that begs the question, where is Stephen Walker, his duking partner from the previous race? He's back here in 8th place. Languishing. Oh, he's got damage. Lots of damage. Rear right damage. That's massive, actually. So no wonder Mr. Walker, our reigning champion, is struggling. This is
In 8th.
Yeah.
We have to keep an eye on that. See if he's losing what his lap times are.
Lap 6, Alan, was the lap to pit last time, wasn't it? Last season.
Yes. 6 and 7.
Yeah. Ooh.
Early stoppers.
Overtaken up the hill. I'm not sure that's recommended. West Bend, maybe not as well. That's Euro Larkin
Easy to
losing.
get into that wall,
Yeah.
that's for sure. And the as you know, the camber on the downhill side of this is wicked, and you can end up in these tyres easy as anything.
Yeah. Stephen Walker not pitting the car, going again. Maybe it's not lap 6 on a track this small, Sam.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Maybe it's lap 8 or something when you can pit without any real loss of time or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, these laps are like less than a minute, so I would say you do 1/3 more.
Yeah.
So if it's 6, you had 3, so
Yeah.
maybe 9, maybe lap 9
not.
something.
Yeah, lap 9. Let's see who comes in on lap 9 because that was the magic lap 6 last season on 2-minute laps. Ooh!
Oh,
That's-
well done, Chris.
Yeah, good catch.
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
Stefan, what are you doing? Oh my God!
I don't think Stefan saw what was going on. And
Sam
took
Booth is
advantage
busy
of what
laughing
he
in the
saw.
background. Good laugh, Sam. I love it. Oh dear. That's classic.
Well, this is a very busy track, isn't it?
This is
There's
ridiculous
not a
here.
dull-
Go on,
there's not a bit
Stefan.
of it that isn't absolutely full of cars going hard at it. So you don't know where to look.
No. This is mint. I can't even find Chopper Camp.
Look at
There it
this.
is.
Oh my goodness. Oh, is somebody doing a disappearing? A
Yeah.
blinker. Oh no.
That's
Is
Pete
that
Van
Pete?
Gool, yeah.
No, it's been a bit of an issue for him recently.
Yeah. That Holland connection must be bad. It's Holland, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, the Netherlands, sorry.
The Netherlands.
Yeah. That's Fiona getting shuffled, is it? With Max behind her. She's gaining on her own teammate.
Yeah,
She's going to really launch it up
Speed.
into West Bend here. Oh, a bit early on the brakes for West Bend. Who's that behind? Oh, it's Spencer.
Spencer. Oh goodness.
Look how
Oh,
fast
don't
he
put
is.
you in the middle of these two, Spencer. Goodness
Yeah,
me.
that is a
Oh, look
ridiculous
at that.
amount
Look
of
at his
pace.
pace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and hopefully Fee
Sensational, isn't it?
understands who's round her. Yeah, she's done well there.
I was about to say the rear of Mr. Dixon's car
Oh.
was looking really twitchy.
Really?
But I think
Oh,
that
right.
had damage, yeah.
Yeah, he's
because,
in the pits and leaving.
it-
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's the front
Oh,
of the car.
That's even worse.
Oh, it's worse.
Okay.
It's back and front.
I have many
What?
questions. One of which is, how can you come out of the pits looking worse than you went in?
Oh, I've got a good answer for you.
Oh, have you? Right. Okay. Hang
well,
on.
you eat the pit entry.
Right. Okay. Hang on.
Oh,
Let's have a look.
oh.
Let's have a look at this. Right. So
You eat the pit entry and miss your pit box, and then you're screwed.
let's have a look.
That's all sounds.
Oh,
All
he's
too
trying to let
familiar.
people through.
Yes. Well, he's slowed down nicely. He's okay. He's
Oh,
in.
crabbing, but is he?
Car's not happy. Look at that. He's crabbing. That's as crabby as you'll ever see a car, isn't it? Goodness me, he's going sideways.
I think
What's
his
happened?
pit box is like at the very start of the pit.
Oh, really? Oh, I suppose there are 30 odd cars.
Missed it, yeah.
Okay.
He missed his pit box.
I don't know why his banner's not showing either.
Oh. Oh, Chris, you didn't deserve that money, lad.
No. Oh, who's that gone to pits? I'm sure somebody just entered the pits. No, maybe not. I'm just imagining.
Oh,
no, it's
now
Chris
Miguel and Sam have got past Dietmar and they're going to rapidly closing in on Casper here. As you'd
Yeah.
expect. You'd expect them to rapidly close up on anybody on Earth, to be honest.
Well, Stam and now Stephen Walker have just been released.
Oh, God. That's a threesome and a half, isn't it? Goodness me.
It is. Carl Hardy is. Carl Hardy must really like Lime Rock. He's doing so well. It's unreal. But yeah, Sam Blees and Stephen Walker have just been released from behind some traffic, as they would see it. But they've got a massive 6.5 seconds to get to this boy, who's grass tracking it, Miguel Freitas. And you can see the gap now to Kasper Smirnov. It is reduced mega. As they go right round Chris Dixon. Oh,
he's done
so
it
much.
again.
Miguel has caught
Oh,
it.
my
He's caught
word.
it. Right, okay, that's
Brilliant
not a disaster.
job.
I think that was him approaching Chris Dixon, and Chris Dixon was on the apex, I think. No? No. What?
No, he just went off sideways like
No.
he did that before. It's just getting slightly wide on it. Probably got a
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
you're
in the
right.
middle.
Oh, no. It wasn't this turn, it was the next one. I think he's been...
He's getting off, isn't he? Keeps ending up on the grass. It's something.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. It was nothing to do with that. It was just he got crossed up. Yeah, you're right, Alan. Sorry. I'll shut
Sorry,
up.
sweetie.
I'll give ground to a better commentator. Right. Oh, this is busy. Look at this.
Oh. Oh, crikey. It makes me nervous. I'm a nervous wreck when they're like this, you know.
Yeah, no, me too.
It's they're going so quickly, they're so close, you just know that any kind of a twitch, any kind of a deviation, disaster's waiting. But these guys are giving it everything they've got, and
Oh, no.
it's a delight to watch.
Daniel Mills.
Dan, was that Dan going in the pits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the first to blink, Alan. Is that good or bad?
Yes,
I
and
don't
lap
know.
13. Well, I'm surprised it's so late.
Well, I'm looking at the track map, and is he going to come out in front of car 1? As in, he's going to be nearly a lap down. No, he's going to be behind car 1. He's going to be a lap down by the time he leaves the pits.
Well, yeah, how long's the pit stop? It's going to be, I mean, it's
I'll tell you
only
in a minute.
50 odd seconds around the track, so you haven't got long.
But look, that's Miguel Freitas and Kasper Smirnoff in front of him. There's Miguel, and there's Daniel Mills, race 1 winner. My brain has just exploded. Sam, help me out, because I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, he's done his mandatory pit stop, so it's gonna balance out when everybody else comes to the pits. Don't worry.
You reckon, right? Okay. And Silas has got some education points for Stefan. He's saying he's never seen him drive so aggressively, and he's spun himself out twice, nearly 3 times there. Silas, get in his ear. Tell him to calm down. That's Spencer making his way through on Stefan. Stefan has raced every single season of this. -1, I think. -1. Absolute legend.
Legend and half, he is.
Never do without Stefan. Part of the furniture. Oh, that's Simon Trendle making himself known to Jura Larkinen. And these two are.
We've got some new. You know, it's like when this is a.
Look at
We've
that!
got rain on
Woo!
the first race of the season. Pete.
Sam
We've
Smith.
got these new drivers. We've got people trying to bed into the league for the first time, and we've got everything's hitting the fan.
Yeah. I can't see the fan for all the stuff.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. Whoa, look at this. This is silly, boys. Oh, come on. Somebody's got to back out of this, surely. Oh. No, nobody's backing out. They're too good for this. That's Spencer around the outside of Jamie Wilson. Jamie Wilson's just
Awesome stuff.
thrown his A-class license in the bin.
They handled that. That's a tough place to drive round.
Yeah, no.
Much, and they made that.
Oh,
look easy.
Spencer.
Oh,
That was Spencer overtaking Andy Littler on a mega recovery drive.
Andy's not going to give anything away.
No, he's not. Spencer's yet to pit. But no, Spencer's the first one to have pitted, but he was on lap 1, so he's going to have to pit again.
He'll be enjoying it no matter what because he's a racer to the marrow of his bone.
I know, yeah.
He just wants to race.
Yeah. So, Sam, TCR's the boring, right?
Always been.
Always been. This is just ridiculous. Andy Littler's got his work cut out here because he's got massive traffic coming through.
Yeah.
He's on the same lap as these guys.
He's trying to keep them behind him for all he's worth. But, oh, look at this. This is good driving by Andy. Look at that. He kept that tight as you like round there.
He did. He's. Whoa!
Oh, got wide.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, that one he's just about got away with. We're going to have to look at this because this is for the lead. This is. That it's not just me that does that. This is Casper telling people, get out of my way, please. God, get out of my way. I've got Miguel behind me. Come on. Do me a favour. Throw me a bone. Just get out of my way. Dietmar Hughes has crashed.
Where's those flags? Get some blue flags.
I know, yeah.
mate.
I'm sure that official at the side there isn't waving his blue flag enough. Look at that. There's still water flashing up from the bottom of these tyres, Sam.
Oh, it takes so long. I mean, it looks like it's been bone dry for 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It hasn't. I bet it's still damp in places and can catch you out.
Yeah. Miguel has decided I've had enough of this.
He's gone to the pits.
He has.
He's smart with his pit stops.
He is.
And he'll have seen where everybody is and know that he's just got to chance it.
Well, he's
You
going
don't know
to...
where you're going to come out. I mean, everything's changing so quickly, it's hard to plan ahead.
I know. He's going
Because
to...
normally they'd look for a gap coming around, won't they? You know, and try and time the stop
Well-
so they've got a gap coming out. But how can you on a track like this?
I
Look at
know.
it.
There's quite a few people in pit road at the moment. You can see them there in the timing tower, folks. Anthony Hilton is doing
Ooh.
the race week of his entire iRacing career at the minute. This is ridiculous.
It's been a fantastic drive.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
in difficult conditions, honestly.
Yeah.
This is fearsomely competitive out there tonight, and he's holding his place brilliantly. And Carl, look at Carl.
I know. Carl's...
I imagine people started going in the pits now. Of course, that changes everything. But Carl's still in there.
Sam,
It's,
one of the things that really does make a difference is when you get these track conditions, it can be a massive leveler, can't it? Some of the faster drivers can get caught out either on tyre choices or just, you know, some people are really good on dry track. When you get a wet track, some people just kind of fall apart. I'm not saying anybody else here has, but it seems to have leveled the field a little bit, right?
It did, and we've seen in the race when Simon got it wrong, had to go to the pits to change tires, and he finished nowhere basically in race 1.
Yeah.
He's up to P5 right now in this one, so that's pretty good. But yeah, he basically threw away his first race by going on the wrong tires. So it's gonna make us an interesting season if we have these kind of mixed conditions. When it's bone dry or full wet, you're not gonna have the same, you know, choices to make.
No.
But this between the two, it's good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
You really have to make a choice and see what works or not.
Sam's in the pits.
Sam is in the pits, so that's the scheduled
Ninth.
stop. Spencer's
Yeah.
followed him in. That was a lovely pit lane entry. I don't know whether he'll get busted for speeding, but you can see that the pit lane is still wet at the entry point there, and there's still some damp patches through it, so that might catch some people out. Some very tough racing going on still. This is one of them. This is the man who's taken on the moniker of Flashy, David Ayres. That's a lovely overspeed. Oh, that is lovely. Into West Bend, and he's going to get this done. No, he's not. That Audi is a monster coming out of corners, and we know that, don't we?
Well, they've got a great scrap on around them. Fabulous.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Darryl Wright.
Darryl, where's Darryl?
Yeah, it's his first evening with us, his second race.
Can't even
He
oh,
knows
there.
nothing about TCRs. He spent all his driving on iRacing in a Mazda.
Oh, really?
And a GT3 car.
Well, he's just picked
So
up another position.
these front wheel car drives are a very new mission for him. But he's a very good driver, very analytical. He thinks his way through things and he'll test. And yeah, it's a really good addition to our team. He sorts out all kinds of setups and things and plans the endurance races.
Yeah, we don't often see that, do we? Cars on jacks?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I think someone didn't get the notice that you
He's
don't change tires in
meditating.
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
He is. He's doing that transcendental meditate. So you saw that. It's nice, that.
I didn't see his cross legs, but I'll just assume that.
Well, he's still sitting in the car. How can you see his legs? It's very hard to get your legs crossed under a steering wheel as well, let me tell you. But anyway, these are still hard at it, look.
Yeah.
So they'll be having a lot of fun. And
Well, I hope Daniel Lewis wins this one because David Ayres annoys me with his lights flashing. Arnaud Chenonnier, hero of the first race, in the pits at the minute, doing his scheduled stop, ready to go. Any second. Well, yeah, now. There we go. Very nice. Lots of wheel spin. Love it. Gonna get the heat in the tyres. David Ayres putting pressure on here. Pete Van Gool putting lots of pressure on here. That's Matt Flannery in the blue car. I should have really done something with the paint, shouldn't I? Never mind. We'll do that next week.
It looks like a generator.
It's not like you spent time doing it, you know, like made effort and things like that.
he's been out some poster paint on that, doesn't he?
It does. I mean,
All
I like
models were like that
I
10
like
years
the
ago.
purpley colour, but you know, Right, where is it?
Oh, now who's that chasing him there?
That is PVG.
Beautiful result car.
PVG jumped the start. I saw it with my own eyes.
Yes, you did indeed. You were quick to catch that, and he's paid his penalty, and he's now trying to fight his race through the field
Yeah.
from probably Plum last, I would imagine. So here we go. 20th. He's certainly making places, isn't he?
Oh,
there's
yeah,
Andy
definitely.
off the track. That's this. Don't want to see Andy on the verge there. He's having a wild ride. Oh, he's surrounded by the buzzing hordes. They're coming at you from all sides here.
Yeah, they
Left
do.
to right, behind,
Look at that
front,
mob
and on
behind.
top. You don't know which. Yeah, you don't know which way to turn. Honestly, if you look left, somebody's coming from the right. If you look right, somebody's coming from the left. Configure controls. Everybody's gone white.
Yeah. Nothing happened.
Fantastic.
Nothing happened. Don't mention it.
Right. Okay. Oh, hello. This looks very pale.
Yeah.
Oh, he's had a bad pit stop. That's why.
Oh, Matt Flannery sliding sideways.
Oh.
iRacing. Oh, look at that! He's changed colour. Right.
But he's doing it. He's doing a very good job.
That was subtle, wasn't it, Sam?
Or what?
Wake Sam up. Oh, poor man, leave him alone. He's quiet. He's having a nice time.
Yeah. Andy Littler in a mob of cars. He's got Arno Shinonier
yeah.
bearing down on him.
I don't think he's finding it boring at the moment.
No, I would suggest not. He's the only car in this whole scene. Every car in your screen right now is pitted apart from him.
He will be going for the long run because, you know, he wants those light laps.
Well, yeah. Your
You
race,
can blame him.
yeah, your race leader still is Kasper Smirnov. He is still getting chased, believe it or not, by Sam Blees, who's right on his 6, and then
Yes.
Stephen Walker.
Steven. But they've got to pit still, haven't they?
They do, and then Big Mig. Where is Big Mig? He was the first one to pit.
He's in 5th.
He's only 10 seconds behind them. He has absolutely demolished them in a way that cannot be replicated, I don't think. He's
He's
here.
on top of Cole then. Is he on top of Cole?
He
No,
is.
he's catching Cole fast. He's
Yeah.
got 10 seconds.
That's Chris Dixon keeping out of the way.
Oh,
Sometimes
He's
it's more
got plenty
dangerous
of
to do that.
time.
Yeah.
oh, is he got
Oh.
damage at the back?
This is for the lead. That was Sam Blees pushing Kasper Smirnov for the lead. Kasper doing a great job of holding on to it for a little while, and he might get good drive here. No, not quite.
Oh,
Not quite.
That's the precision of Sam, though.
Yeah. Stephen Walker.
Absolute incredible precision driving there.
Yeah.
Former champion.
Stephen
And that's
Walker
what we
thought.
expect.
Yeah, Stephen Walker
But-
thought better of stuffing one down the inside of Kasper Smirnov. So the car in third and the
Probably smart.
yeah, yeah. Car in third and car in first are in different teams. They are Hydra Race Geodesic, but one is white, which is Stephen Walker, who we're focused upon right now in the Honda. One is the standard team, which is Sam Blees out front now in the lead position. A little further back, but not that far actually. Is this little battle of the Elantras here with Simon Trendle and leading Pete Newman at the moment. Ooh,
Yeah, well,
Stephen
that's
Walker to
appeared
pit
to be
road.
battling. Don't know how to call that one. That's a scrap and a half of Simon and Pete,
Yeah,
two extremely talented drivers.
nice work there from Chris Dixon, keeping out of the way and rejoining. Ooh, what was that? I saw a car. Hang on, I need to find that car. It was Dietmar.
Oh,
Oh dear,
ouch.
Cutting Corny fans will not like that, and there's
I don't like
usually a
that.
ton of them.
Oh, Dietmar, he was
I
doing
know.
so well.
That's the first crash that we've seen in this race. When I say crash, I mean, like, you know, independent effort.
Yeah.
I think he was on his own as well.
He was doing so well.
Yeah.
He's been making a really good job of this tonight.
Closing in on I don't know. Oh dear.
Oh,
Right.
it's Andy.
It's Andy, is it? Oh yeah, he's in the Audi this time. So yeah, that is Dietmar not realizing that Andy would be braking like a lot earlier than he would do. So yeah, it's definitely for the overtaker to overtake the overtakee safely. Right, let's go back to the front here. Sam Blees has absolutely mullered Kasper Smirnov by 2.5 seconds in about a lap and a half. Kasper's now under pressure. Not from the car behind him. That is Rene Earhart, a lap down that car for cutting corner TCR. Oh, sorry. Carl Hardy's actually miles behind Kasper. 9 seconds behind Kasper, sorry.
Yes, and they've all still got to pit as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shake-up.
A big shake-up, actually. I haven't got a clue what's going on, Sam. Have you?
No, me neither.
No, this one's this one's gone. I am lost. Somebody save me from myself on the chat. Tell me who's going to win.
Put your thingy up who's pitting.
Oh yeah, sorry. I usually do that, don't I?
Yeah, and then we can
Pit lap.
Yeah, I
get
think
an
we
idea
have
what's going next.
somebody's Casper and Carl.
Yeah,
at the
Sam, Casper, Carl,
And
at the top
Jamie.
end,
And Jamie.
front. And Jamie, yeah.
and Fee, who's always last
to
or
pit.
tries to be
And,
last.
and I would say Roger as well.
Yeah, because he pitted on lap 2, didn't he? Yeah, lap 2, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go again. So we've still got people right at the sharp end who need to go into the pits, and they're
Yeah.
going to need to make clean stops. But
Daniel
those
Mills
gaps
leaving.
aren't big enough, are they? I mean,
No. Darrell Wright, who had a bit of a troublesome first race, is doing a fantastic job in this one. Up 7 places and has pitted and on a decent pit lap, 25. So looking so much better for Darrell Wright this race.
yeah, no, he's finding his feet.
Yeah, let's just
Great to see.
just have a look at.
I want to see him do well. I do really want to see him do well. He's a lovely man, and he does a lot for our team. And this is a big step up going to a front-wheel drive car in this kind of quality league. This is a big step up for him, and it's great that he's taking it on and taking it seriously. Fabulous. Poor man works for Lincoln Council. He does. So he has to deal with bureaucracy all the time. So that's why he loses. He's got no air now and everything.
Yeah, it's oh, hang on, we've got Casper leaving pit road, right in front of
Well,
the
that was
car
the
we're
first of
following.
the major pitters then. So
Yes.
is anybody else gone in on that same lap?
Yeah, Carl Hardy, he was right up there with the big
Yeah.
hitters. In fact, everybody's pitted now, pretty much, apart from Jamie Wilson, who's trying to no-stop it or something. I don't know. I don't think he physically can. So, so your race leader, after everybody's pitted, is Miguel Freitas, back to winning ways potentially.
Yes.
He has a monumental 5.5 second lead over Stephen Walker. Sorry.
He pitted early, did Miguel.
Yeah.
We know all about his timing and his smarts about pulling these pit stops out, and it didn't look very intimidating when he did it, except Pete spotted it straight away and said, you know, he does these things, then he pops up later and he's absolutely lethal, and there he is, he popped up later and he's lethal.
Yeah, he is some kind of boy. He really is. Sam Blees, not that far behind. Sister team. These are not in the same team. They are both ex-champions. Multiple champions. Multiple champions. They are in different types of the Hydro Race Geodesic Racing fraternity. Sam Blees being the trailing car at the minute. Euro Larkinen is...
Of course,
gone
changed
pit road
from
again.
Spectre 6 for Stephen. Spectre is a big... He's gone in, I mean, this is great because look at the teams that they've formed.
Oh my god, it's unbelievable, but it is the end of an era. Spectre 6 not represented at all, and that's sad in my
we
eyes.
haven't seen that. Well, I wouldn't see. I don't think we've seen the end of them.
No, I don't think so either.
But I think because of the fierce competitive nature of the last couple of seasons, people are really drawing lines and trying to set themselves up to make real serious goes at holding on to championships and win them.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be better from our point of view, folks. We've just got everything to look forward to while these guys shuffle around teams and make as strong a squad as they can. And there's some strong squads out there.
Yeah, there's some phenomenal squads now. They're formed almost overnight, almost, when the season was forming this time. This is a race that's gone on for 2 whole races. So Pete Newman and Simon Trundle were racing like this the last race, and now they're back together again this race.
Yes.
They're
And they're joined
inseparable.
by Sam, and it's great to see Sam with this kind of pace. He's right up there mixing it with the big boys from the get-go.
He is, but sadly,
Doesn't surprise me.
yeah, sadly he's a lap down because of what happened at the
Yes.
start. But you know, he
Yes.
has the pace. You can see it. Look, he's even putting pressure on Pete Newman. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Remarkable, actually. Darrell Wright back here. I say back here. He's up 7 places from his start position, and he's doing a brilliant job. He's 4th in class at the minute. Let's have a look at some class standings. So, at the front there, Miguel Freitas leads the pro standings by 5 whole seconds. And Sam Blees and Stephen Walker are thrashing it out for 2nd place there. In Pro-Am, Kasper Smirnov has a whopping 7-second lead over Carl Hardy, who has equally as much over Tony T. Walker. And then in AM class, Anthony Hilton, 7 seconds again. It's a feature. Over Flashy, who leads our new boy by 10 seconds, Max.
Max is doing brilliant, isn't he?
Doing brilliant,
Great
yeah,
pace.
fantastic.
Yeah, well done to Max. Well done to Darrell. Oh no, everybody's had their put in today, haven't they? Everybody.
Yeah. And who's stood out for you so far this race, Sam? Has any one driver like shown himself to be? Oh, not that one. That's David Ayres.
Brilliant recovery there. A nicely timed, helpful shove.
No, was that Darrell? No, it was Darrell. Sorry, it was Darrell. I do apologise, Flashy. Oh, Spencer gone up pit road. So back to my question, Sam.
What's
Anybody
Spencer doing in pit lane?
stood out for you?
To be honest, I don't know. There are so many ups and downs this race that I have no answer for you.
It's a
I
tough
can tell
one,
you,
isn't
for me, Casper's been outstanding.
it? Yeah, Casper's been
Yeah,
Carl
true.
has been
Yeah, he's done a
doing
good job,
really, a really good job as well.
But I don't know him, so I don't know if it's normal for him to be up there or not, you know?
Yeah, that's
Well, anybody who's got a green thing and they're in the top 5 of this race, that's an outstanding performance, Sam. They're punching well above their weight.
yeah. Oh, that's tasty. Oh, he's through. So we might need to do some shuffling with some drivers in terms of class. Maybe not, because
Oh,
I think we're.
I would leave that a little while.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything based on this performances tonight. This is
No, good point.
a
Yeah.
unique set of circumstances and amazing racing. We've seen some tight stuff here. We've got 5 minutes. Miguel, now he had 5 seconds. He's only got 4 1/4. Stephen is putting pressure on here. He's not giving up. He's still trying.
No, he's going to get no resistance from the car in front of him because that's Matt Flannery, who's going to get well out of the way now that I've got the right paint on his car. Thank you, Sam Boozin. And then he's got his team assist. Oh, Matt Flannery's
Oh,
gone a
my
bit
word.
too wide there, trying to keep out of the way. And let both his sister teammates through because that's Stephen Walker that's gone through and Sam Blees. Back here, Simon Trundle trying desperately to catch up with. No, to try and stay ahead. Sorry. Hang on a minute, I got this wrong. Where's Carl Hardy? Oh right, yeah. I'm used to seeing Carl Hardy in different paint. In safeguard
Yes,
paint.
no, we're used to seeing him in the safeguard paint.
Yeah.
It's back in the result paint at the moment.
Yeah, it's throwing my brain off. It doesn't take much, does it, usually?
It's thrown me off a bit tonight as well. I got used to seeing him in the lime green. But of course, this is our original squad paints, and the red and the white.
Yep. And he's trying to keep Simon Trendle, multiple champion at Bay, multiple champion of TCR and V8s, I should point out.
Different car for Carl as well this season.
I know,
He's changed his car, hasn't he? He's gone in the Honda, hasn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was in the
Yeah.
Honda last season.
Was it? I thought he did the Audi.
Did he?
Or something.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Was he in the Honda?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Pete Newman.
Oh, wasn't it? Oh, now. Now then, hold on.
So Sam is a lap down, but he's giving Pete Newman something to think about.
Yes. We had somebody else in this fight a minute ago. Where they gone?
They went down the road. It was Simon. He checked out a bit.
There he is.
Yeah. But again, I think I echo your statement about Kasper Smirnov. He's done a great job so far tonight. Finished 14th in the first race, and he's bossing it in this one.
Yeah, no, this has been a tremendous performance by him. It has. I'm not surprised because he's just been showing really good speed every single time he's raced. And he races in good heart as well. It's nice. He's a very nice young man, amiable young man, and tries hard and he's fast.
Yep. Oh, wow, this is getting a bit rabbly back here.
Well, that's 5 cars and they're not giving anything away.
No, they're not. And Tony Walker, T, up 20 places from his start position. 20.
Wow.
So,
I think
some
there's
driving,
something in the
Tony.
rules that says you cannot gain 20 places.
yeah.
in one race.
Well,
Well,
there's another person if you're looking for a name for something special.
Yeah, well, in that
That's
case,
pretty special.
we need to put a lifetime ban on Pete Newman then, because he's up 23 places.
Yeah, but he's in pro class.
Yeah,
That's
true.
different.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Oh, Andy Littler's just visited pit road for a second time.
Well, his paint's seen plenty of action tonight.
It's a drive. I was going to say it's a drive-through, but that looked like he was coming out of the pit box. It's still wet down the side of the pit lane there. It's still damp.
Yeah, that pedals like they're hanging on like nobody's business.
Yeah.
I guess it's not good drying conditions. You need a bit of wind. It dries off fast in the wind.
Yeah. Right, we're going to see if the white flag is waving. Oh, that's a bit wide, isn't it? Can't see a white flag from that camera position. Or that one, or that one, or that one. So we must be going for another lap.
Yeah, looks like it. Can't see Barney.
No. So one more after the one they're on. Because where is Big Mig? He's on his way.
Gonna be close, but I think yeah.
Yeah.
Miguel's,
This is going to be white flag now, I reckon.
Yeah. Close, but yeah, one more.
yeah,
About
there he
4
goes.
seconds.
Barney's
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
up.
So white flag now, and then
Wow.
this is the last lap.
I should take a slurp of my
I think you
first
should.
attack on the season's scotch and cheers.
Oh, get
Pete.
in, yes, no worries at all. I think you should do the same, Sam. Don't forget to send the really old whiskey, the stuff that's going to go out of
Yeah,
date.
that dusty old whiskey that you've
Yeah,
got kicking around.
send that over.
I think I drank too much tonight.
Good lad, good lad.
What you don't know is that I don't have any beer left in my fridge and the whiskey's gone.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. Yeah, check your flag. Check your flag. There it is.
Well, Miguel has
Nice.
started, no doubt, the way he wants to finish, and
Yeah.
that is a heck of a statement.
Well, you got to look at the top 3. Oh my God, look at the top 3. Oh, Miguel, ex-champion. Stephen Walker, ex-multiple previous champion. And Sam Blees, also ex-multiple previous champion. This is going to be a tasty old season, I reckon.
Yeah, well,
Good
you've got
God.
Spencer isn't on that list yet, and there's other
No.
names. There's other names that should be on there. But look at Mr. Smirnov now.
I know.
That's and Simon got in front of Cole, but there, yeah, those pro-am colours are loud and proud. Plenty in the top 10, and that's great driving by all of them to do that.
It is. It is. That's just a brilliant pair of races, in my opinion. Absolutely bonkers for some of it. That was unbelievable. And thank you, iRacing, for delivering to us a really, really good rain simulation for racing, because that was just brilliant. Your thoughts on the rain and the race, Sam?
As expected.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, I mean it was good. We've been people up and down, wrong choices, like Simon, for example. We thought about it for the first race, wrong tires. But I think they all did pretty well in the first race, not getting off tracks, and I was expecting more chaos, to be honest, in the first race at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
agreed.
that was pretty good. They do better than I do on the rain, so that's a good job. Although it was a V8. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like trying to.
They do better in the rain in a motor car than I do in the rain in my shopping trolley.
Yeah. But never mind. Always a hoot. Right, let's go through this finishing order. Hang on. No, that's the wrong thing to show, Pete. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons now.
Who's Haggerty?
Exactly. Oh. If I did that, it'd help. Yeah, right, that's good. Right, okay. Nobody saw that. We'll cut that out when we go live. Miguel Freitas, back to winning ways. Our Portuguese speed champion. Wins here in the second race tonight, the feature race of week 1 of season 18 of the TCR Challenge Cup for Impulse Racing. His teammate couldn't be bothered to turn up. Stephen Walker finished second for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White, and his sister teammate Sam Blees finished in third place for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. First over the line for the Pro-Am Championship, Kasper Smirnov. Well done to you, sir. Hopefully you'll join us in the chat. It's always brilliant having you in there for Apex 1. And Simon Trendle finished in 5th place for Team Chimera. Second in class for Pro-Am, Carl Hardy finished in 6th overall for Result X Pure Sims, and his teammate followed him home, Pete Newman. Tony Walker, 3rd on that podium for Pro-Am, finished in 8th place overall for Hydro Race Racing Forces. I will never stop doing that, folks, so don't have a go at me. Daniel Lewis, in his first race with us, first race week with us, finished 9th in the feature race for SRL. And then our top AM class driver again, Anthony Hilton. No, it wasn't again. Arnaud Chenonnier won the first one, didn't he? Anthony Hilton finished 10th overall. Top of the pile for AM for Mello Motorsport in this one. And then Jamie Wilson finished 11th for Team Chimera. Pete Van Gool finished 12th for Result X Pure Sims. David Ayres second in the AM class podium for Safeguard by Result in 13th overall. Daniel Mills, 14th overall, 1 place up from his start position in that race after finishing top of the pile in the first race, and well done to you. For RD Simsport, Matt Flannery finished in 15th overall for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing, and Martin Shirley 16th for RD Simsport. Stefan Goebel 17th for VTS Esports, and then 3rd in class in his first race week with us was Max. And he's driving under his own flag, so someone will snap him up, no doubt. And then Sam Smith, 19th for iRace Esports. Jura Larkinen for in 20th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Spencer McCarthy will wish for a better finish in this race. In 21st for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White. Demis Titular in 22nd for TRL Racing Forces. Arnaud Chenonnier finished in 23rd. He was top of the pile last race, so that kind of balances things out. It's going to be interesting seeing what the AM class looks like after this. For Air Smart Racing, Darrell Wright in his first race week with us, 24th for Safeguard. His teammate Roger Morton finished behind him in 25th for Safeguard as well. And then the work guard cars start with Fiona in 26th, Andrew Littler in 27th, Dietmar Hoos in 28th for Cutting Corny TCR team. 29th was Chris Dixon for work guard. Rene Earhart, the other Cutting Corny car, finished 30th. Not been a great race week for them. 31st was Navid, who had a bit of a rough ride. Classified in 31st, 40 laps down for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing, and JB Dejew did not start. So
Some fancy names in Hydro Race, isn't there? Goodness
I
me.
know it's obscene.
Some serious posters out there. that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, absolutely right. Sorry, Sam, what were you going to say?
I was about to make a bad joke about JB probably burying someone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
It's his
That's
job,
pretty good.
so after
I like
all.
it. Yeah. Let me go and find the start of the race. I'll point to anybody other than David Ayres. Let me just make this go slowly forward.
Well, very nice to
Oh.
see David in good form today. In fact,
Yeah.
it was delightful to see everybody back on the grid. I get disorientated on week 13. I don't know where I am on Wednesday night, and I wander around in the days not knowing what to do.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
So, but here we are, and things are back to normal. And look at that! Isn't that a magnificent sight?
It is.
It's time for the TCR podcast now, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Might as well be anyway. Right, let's start stacking these guys into the interviews. I don't know why, but we've not got race 1 winner Daniel Mills in yet, so we're going to pick race 2 winner. If I can find the right buttons to press, I never find the right buttons. It's welcome back to BSTV and welcome back to Winning Ways, Miguel Freitas. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome back, Miguel.
yeah.
Lovely to see
Oh,
you
it
back.
feels
And,
good.
yeah, I bet, mate. After that, I bet it does. Yeah, what a race, and great to see you back. And what a night!
Yeah, I don't have words. It was really nice to come back, especially with the performance I managed to gather for this one.
So race 1, you got yourself into a bit of trouble, didn't you? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Where did you finish? I can't remember. It was.
I finished P3.
But no, you didn't. I'm gonna go out and say no, you didn't. Oh no, you did. Sorry, I'm a liar. Oh my God, what is wrong? But you did get yourself in a little bit of trouble along the way. You chased Stephen Walker all the way to the very end and were only just behind him. How did you find the wet to dry transition from practice, qualifying, and then race 1?
It was really fun. I had a lot of practice these past few days on both dry and wet weather, but never the transition. So it was, I was trying to figure it out. On the quali, I think I was one of the few that started with dry tires and went until the end.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
It really did. Honestly, we were busy chatting away, going, we're talking about qualifying, and I was like, oh my God, Miguel's just like pole lapped it by a mile, and like caught everybody out. And I was like, can anybody else be on a lap? And nobody could be on a lap. So that was just mint. I mean, that was what you pay your iRacing subscription for rain to create that situation where one person's brave enough to go out on dries and do that. So well done to you.
I think I was regret. I won't lie. When it was like 4 minutes to the end, I was, oh no, I made the wrong call.
Awesome.
It came back to me, and just in time.
That's just sensational.
But
But you got
it was fun for the quali, but then I got the wet line for the start.
well, and Sam Boozen said it right. We don't like agreeing with David Johansson, obviously. But he said you were on the wrong side of the track for a pole, really, because you were on the wet bit.
Yeah, I managed to not spin the tires right away, but then when I was changing to second gear, they started spinning, and I was just not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Then I got
Okay.
impatient trying to get back to places, and I forgot the track was still wet, and I sent it on turn 1, and I
Right.
had no grip.
Yeah, we saw that. You found the grass pretty quick. Yeah. It was it's very exciting stuff. And then race 2, of course, you started, what was that, 13th or something? And made your way forward a bit steadily, but you did the whole, I'm going to pit early. And it's worked out for you fantastically. You came out 5 seconds ahead of everybody else. In the end, they kind of cut your lead down, but I don't know whether that was you just, keeping it tidy and not doing any mistakes, etc., or getting traffic, because you must have encountered a lot of traffic tonight.
Yeah, it was crazy. Did you say I was steadily going forward? Because I think I overtook like 10 cars on lap 1. It was my
Oh.
proudest lap 1 ever.
Okay, I'm gonna cut.
I think we were not talking about that one.
Yeah,
I think he was talking about further on when you actually
Yeah.
decided to
Yeah.
come into the pits and made that smart move just when you did, because we were looking at the track, we couldn't see a gap for you to come out in.
No.
We were thinking, well, you're looking for someone clear here to come into, get in the pits, come out, and do what you usually do, which is put some mega quick laps in.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see anywhere where you could come out into clear air.
Alan, Alan, I'll give you that tenner that I owe you for making that disappear really quickly. That was excellent work. Thank you.
Well, it was the truth. Yeah.
So 10 places off the first lap. Excellent. Start that conversation again.
It was something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, I caught up to P1, but I couldn't overtake, and I just decided to take a gamble and pit early. And it worked out, but I found out that the tires are very different from the last time I drove TCR, because the tires were completely dead by the end. So I will need to look at setups. Because it was Steven that was behind me. He was catching up quite quickly, and
Yeah, he was getting in quick, wasn't he?
if I had 10 minutes more to the race, I would have to pit, I believe, because
Whoa,
the
really?
tires were dropping off really quickly.
Well, that's gonna be.
We've heard about this. We have heard about the tyres going off there, haven't we, Pete? And,
Yeah, but Alan,
showing,
Alan and Sam, think about this for when we get to endurance races.
oh my word! Oh, this is too exciting for words.
That's gonna be good.
From what Steven said after the race, I believe he does something different on the setup to save the tires till the end. But I need to have a look at that and try to apply it.
Well, that's just gonna be. He's gonna apply pure luck, right? Because he is Stephen Lucky Wookie Walker. So there's nothing more to it than that. It's just luck. But no, it's awesome to have you back in our league. And look at what you can do. It's amazing. You can overtake 10 people on lap 1. I saw it all. I promise. I saw every move. Oh dear. I mean, where did you start when you're starting to thank people for tonight's race? I mean, Wobbly, obviously you got to thank him for not turning up and not being bothered at all. But who else do you want to thank?
You guys for making this. It was awesome. I did not do any TCR race last season. I did not join the league, and I basically took a big break, and today it was awesome just to be back. It was a lot of people on track. It was crazy. It was very fun. Yeah, it's awesome.
Brilliant.
We're just thrilled to see you back. I love to watch you race, and it's. I'm looking forward to a whole season of Miguel and Joy, and well done, matey. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, epic stuff. We'll see you next time, Miguel Freitas.
See you.
What a gentleman! He's so
mint,
so
isn't he?
modest and so pleasant, and such a nice man, and so talented.
Yeah.
A tremendous gift he's got for this.
He has, yeah. I mean, it's exceptional, isn't it, Sam, that somebody can rock up and perform like that. I don't think he's ever raced in the Veloster in our leagues at all. So the performance there is remarkable, isn't it? I think Sam.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Are you jealous?
Space that on the sofa.
Just brilliant. Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, no holds barred. I'm jealous. Right, done. Genius. Love it. Right, who should we get in next? Well, we better get Stephen Walker. I think Stephen Walker. Obviously, there's. Hang on a minute.
Sam losing.
Hey, what?
Yeah. Interview Stan Boozin.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to interview Stephen Walker because I think he's been probably the most successful points-wise of the evening. Let me find him on track. Hang on a minute.
I don't know
Oh,
about that. I
well-
got a lot of
Oh.
instant points.
Did
in that
ya?
second race.
Oh, scandal. But it was all luck, though, right?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Obviously. So
Surely at this point it goes without saying. now.
yeah. Oh, yeah. A multiple lucky champion, Stephen Walker, who got luckily into second place in both races as a finish. Yeah, whatever. You handled the first part of that second race brilliantly because your car was absolutely demolished in the right rear quarter.
Oh, was it?
Oh
it
my
said
God,
It
it
had
was-
damage,
It
but
was.
it didn't.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Okay, it didn't feel like it had any damage really. I don't think it was affecting the pace of the car.
Right. Okay. It certainly affected the look of the car. It's on screen at the minute. It's like absolutely mullered.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, it's at least a foot shorter than it should be on that right rear. But yeah, so maybe that was pure luck. But finishing second in both races is not. That was really good. You managed to get ahead of. Did you get ahead of Miguel in the first race? Yeah, because he pulled it, didn't he? You
Yeah.
got a good launch off that first race, and then
Yeah, I think I was on the dry side or drier side, so it helped me get past a couple of people on the left. I think
and
on
just
the right.
for
Sorry.
just for the obviously the Luddites of the world like me who've not really raced in the rain, not really raced at all to be honest. It really does make a difference, does it, being on that dry line?
I guess so. I don't know. That's tonight's the first rain I've
Oh.
ever done.
Honestly, I'll cut it out, right? I'll cut that bit out, and you can sound like an
I
absolute
mean,
legend.
oh, yeah, absolute pro. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
No, I couldn't race in the rain when it came out because of the graphics issues. Like I would crash, my computer would crash, whether it loaded in 5 minutes or sometimes it'd be like half an hour. I'd just be in a practice lobby and then it would just crash. And then I saw there was an issue with 20 series cards, so that's fixed now. So
Oh, right.
I wanted to do some rain racing before this, but I just haven't. So
Really?
when I loaded in and it's raining, I just was like, oh, do you know, I was like, no way. I checked the forecast and I figured it might be dry by the end of the second race, like because I was still learning how it works. And yeah, qualifying, I think I went out on the wets and then I went out on the dries initially and I was like, no. Went out on the wets and then was like, yes. So I came back in, put the dries on, and if I'd had one more lap of fuel in the setup, because I was rushing to get back out, I just loaded the setup and I only had enough fuel for I think 3 laps. So I was 1 out lap and 2 quick laps. And when you're still trying to figure out where the dry line is and try not to spin off and cross over it, it was really fun, taxing, stressful, but I enjoyed it. Like I did get lucky.
Oh my God, he said it. Oh my God, he said it. Oh my word. Right. Okay. Well, that was a brilliant performance. It was massively entertaining. The first race was nail biting because Miguel was giving you so much pressure, and you were just like, nope, not having that. Second race, you managed to forge your way towards the front, but I think with Miguel's pit strategy, that was just a little bit too good. And as he pointed out, and I saw every single overtake, he did 10 positions off the start. So
The start of the second race, whoever was in front of Spencer, I think it was Arnaud. I think Spencer said he didn't move. So I just went to the left to thinking we can go round, but then he's not moved at all. I think Spencer hit him, so I'm like, I can't turn right, so I had to go left. So I went on the grass, and then I think after the first 3 laps, I had 6 incident points, something stupid like that. Just trying to, because then in the second or third corner, I got hit from behind because I think Carl was across the front of Spencer. Like that first lap, what could go wrong did go wrong. I was lucky to come out of it. Spencer got a meatball, I didn't. I could have easily have got one because, like, if you say my damage was really bad, like I say, it didn't make the car feel any different. So, and I did use my fast repair in the pit stop. But yeah, Miguel had he pitted at the ideal time. We were like, well, he's going to be in traffic with people fighting him. The traffic we were catching was like lapped traffic. They'd already made their pits or whatever. So we figured we'd get, well, I figured we'd get through them maybe quicker than Miguel would, sorry, if he was trying to race them. But yeah, it worked out for him overall. So the only reason why I was in front of Sam is because he had a little incident just before he pitted. So otherwise, he would have finished in front of me, I think, because we had pretty much the same pace. All three of us did at the front there once we got into the clean air and stuff. So
yeah, clean air, dry track. Yeah, you were all pretty balanced off. Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, it's been. I mean, watch the replay back because. Well, ignore.
It was hectic.
It was ridiculous, and ignore my bad broadcasting and just focus on Sam and Alan keeping it professional.
Did you enjoy the water? Did you enjoy the rain, Stephen?
I'm really, really bad at it. I didn't get good at it until it went from, I think it was moderately wet to light wet, whatever that.
So you got
whatever
that
that
rain
was.
line, yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. So.
You'll get better at it though, won't you?
Yeah,
Just,
like I've not driven in it. It's literally
Yeah.
just getting used to it, and I'm happy I'm doing it in a car that I know rather than doing it like a GT3 that I'm not really competent in. So at least I can figure it out. In like you've got to figure out a bit with setup. You put dry tires on, it changes the ride height of the car.
Oh.
I already had quite a lot of aero on the car anyway, so I didn't have to change that, but I had to change the rear ride height and change the brake bias, move it a bit more to the front. So it's just learning that and having that sorted. So overall, it was good fun. I need to get better at it. Like it was a topsy-turvy qualifying, and I think that really lit up. If we're doing a better track other than this, then I think it would have been really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a hard track for us to come to first race with all that rain and it was a quite intense introduction, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can say that again. It was certainly. Oh, I know, 32 cars on one of the smallest tracks. Oh yeah, here's some rain as well. Go on, have some fun. Stressful, yeah.
Alan, he was mentioning things like ride height and brake bias. Do you know what he means?
We're just pretending we know.
Okay, that's fine.
Just let it go by. Everybody thinks we know what he's talking about.
Okay, let's do that then. Okay. I'll cut this out before.
I'm smiling knowledgeably.
Oh my god.
Anyway, where are we going next? Any ideas?
I think it's Indianapolis Road.
Oh.
Whoa. Don't get ahead of yourself. But yes, it is. It's in Indy Motor Speedway Road. That's going to be good. I like that. Is it a night one or is it a day one?
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
still need to buy the track.
What?
I don't own it. I've never raced it on iRacing. I've done it on Forza, shock. But I've
Shut
never done
your
it on
face.
iRacing. So I'll buy it
Really?
I think, tomorrow.
It's been around forever.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
They've redone it and everything, haven't they? Still doesn't. Yeah, I know.
One
I
that
want
one.
that track. Can I have that track, please?
One that track.
Yeah. I like the track when I've driven it in the past, and I want to do the GT3 this week because it's there. And unfortunately, I can't do the Indy 6 hours, but otherwise I'd be doing that. But yeah, it should be good fun.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. In that case, we shall look forward to you racing at Indy. Not that you've bought it, because amateur. And we thank you for all your luck tonight.
It was very lucky.
Finishing second in both races, because that's lucky, isn't it?
Yeah, if you'd said that to me before I loaded in, or even when I loaded in, I would have snapped your hand off. So I will absolutely take that. I think that's a better start this season than last season. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. And T doesn't like the rain, apparently, according to the chat.
No, you should have heard him when we both loaded in. We were in the chat. You should have heard him.
We'll leave it at that because there's swear words and all sorts. In that case, we will look forward to watching you race Indy when you buy it and can be bothered. Stephen, Lucky, Wookie, Walker.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you.
Good night, mate.
That's our reigning champion, Lucky as you like. Right, who are we going to get next? We'll go for a bit of Casper, shall we, Alan?
Yes, indeed.
Let's go
See
for.
what Casper's got to say. He's had a heck of a night as Casper.
Let's go for a little bit of Casper. A little bit. Where is he on track? Let's have a look. There he is. So race 1, Casper Smirnoff. I want to say 14th. That's what I'm gonna plumb for. Where's my screen gone? Oh my god! Somebody get a professional commentator around here, please. That's what we need. We need that laugh. That's why we tuned in. Where did you finish? 14th. I was so right. Oh my god! I've redeemed myself. Casper. Rain. Love it or hate it?
I like it.
Like it?
Yeah.
That wasn't one of the 2 options. I only gave
Yeah,
you love and hate.
yeah,
Love and
like
hate.
it.
That's all I gave you.
I think that's good. You like
Or
it.
if you've not got enough fingers, love and hat. See if you can work that one out. But anyway, we had you doing fantastic things in certain races last season. We've had you doing fantastic things this time as well. 14th in race 1. Talk about that first before we get into the fantasticness of race 2.
I picked wrong tires.
Oh, you went out on wets.
Yes. You went down on the wets.
Yes, but you stayed on wets the entire race. Do I remember that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Other people pitted and you benefited, I think, because they could not recover their position. So you did the right thing in staying on the tyres. That's a big tick. But yes, you chose the wrong tyres for the race. It's a learning exercise, really, isn't it?
Yeah, to always check what setup you're on, because I wanted to start on dry.
Oh, you're joking. All right,
No.
we'll cut that out of the broadcast, right? And we'll play it again, but we won't let we won't let anybody know, right, that you made the wrong decision. Okay? Nobody will know. Nobody will. Not even your girlfriend will know. So don't tell her, because we know she lets you race. We know this to be true. So don't tell her that, right? And we'll cut it out. And so just start again. So you went on the wets because you thought that you knew that was the winning trial, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course, right? Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's excellent.
But it dried too fast.
Oh my god, that pesky rain! It just evaporates too fast. It's ridiculous. No, but it is a learning exercise, isn't it? It's the first time. Is it the first time you've raced in wet conditions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, it is ultimately a learning exercise. You've got to figure out, the timing regarding, what's the forecast doing. Okay, so the first hour is 69%. Second hour is 1%. I'm gonna want to be on dry tyres from that point on, and you'll know that now for next time. And then in the second race, you've got to talk me through the second race, because I did not see you maintaining such a high performance for such a long time, because you started in second, I want to say, and yes, when everybody was filtering through their pit lane strategies and things like that, you dropped down the standings, but then you kind of, like a phoenix from the ashes, ended up in 4th place, with 11 seconds behind you. Oh my god, 11 seconds. And you had a bit of a chase to the guys in front, but when you look at the guys in front, you've got 8 series championship winnings in front of you. You've got to be absolutely elated with that. Good God. 4th place.
Fantastic performance.
Isn't it?
Really fantastic performance.
Just stunning. How did you do that? Don't say you don't know, because this is live now. You've got to have a plan, right? You've got to say, I did X, I did Y, I did Z, and it was all good. And then you'll get signed onto a paying team, and then you'll earn some money. So keep going.
First of all, you have to finish first race in 14th to start on second.
Oh right, yeah, that's a good tactic. Like it. You called it. Right. Okay.
That's why I driven on wets. It was all strategy for second race.
Yeah.
Come
Everybody-
out now, Pete. See,
Alan,
he's
he had,
revealed the secret.
he had an excuse,
was-
Alan. He had an excuse. He had a reason to be there.
Yeah,
It
it
worked
was
out for him.
very, very strategic move.
Yeah. Anybody listening who's a paying ride, Casper Smirnoff is your boy.
Uh, and uh, and then I just driven off in the first corner, but how to say it? I cooked my tires.
Oh, right, okay,
I-
yeah.
Yes.
I
Right.
cooked my tires and dropped pace really, really bad to Miguel, to Steve. And
Right.
I just knew I'm gonna be fourth at the best,
Right.
and I was fourth.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good
because
though,
I
right?
overcut everyone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's good. I mean, if you see Miguel in your rearview mirror, all 7,000 IR of him, you're gonna know that he's gonna pass you at some point. You would assume. So it's one of those things, isn't it? What do you want to fight for? Do you want to fight for first place and know you're going to lose, or do you want to fight for fourth place and consolidate it? And you've done a brilliant job of doing that. That's a very mature drive you've done, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, Alan.
I was going to say, to finish fourth place in that race tonight, I think is pretty much outstanding, isn't it? I think it was certainly an outstanding performance in my eyes. I thought you drove brilliantly in difficult conditions, and everybody's there's not a lot of experience in the wet out there tonight, and everybody's had to find their way. And I think you did a really remarkable job. You should be very proud of yourself tonight, young man. I think you did a great drive tonight.
Thank you. I think driving in wet in real life helped me a lot.
Oh,
Yes,
does it,
no doubt.
does it rain a lot where you live?
No, but last year I was testing mini cup
Oh, okay.
on track,
Yeah.
and it was raining. It was my first time in race car. It was prize for winning a league. And
Oh,
Oh, amazing! That's
Very
it
good.
was
fantastic.
raining. It was unreal experience, and to be honest, this learned me how to use wet line.
oh, okay,
Oh,
nice.
that's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's
that's good.
brilliant. Well, yeah, you see, that's direct out, real world experience coming into our sim and being useful to a driver. That's just what we
Yeah.
want to hear, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
That's good. And you got lead lap points as well. Sam, you know, someone who's got 3,147 IR, sandwiched inside 6.3, 5.7, 6.5, 5.7, 5.9. You've got to say that is a score, right?
No, he cheated.
You
You're
cheated.
very
You
unfair
cheated.
in real life.
Hey, Sam Boozen has worked it out. All right.
Come
There you go.
back
So,
No, it's pretty good result, mate. It's good. Congrats.
yeah, brilliant stuff. Indianapolis Road is the next destination for you, Casper. Hopefully you've bought it, because Stephen Walker couldn't be bothered to even do that. Have you raced there before?
No, but I will race it this weekend in LMP2 in the 6
Okay.
hours.
Okay.
Oh, you're doing the Indy 6 hour. Oh, great.
You
Yeah.
have to
Well, I hope it goes well
drive.
for you. I hope you have a great time.
Yeah. Go on, Sam.
You'd have to drive backwards to relate to country drive, though.
Yeah, absolutely right. That's mental. Yeah, totally right. Well, we thank your girlfriend, obviously, and you for driving tonight. Anybody else you want to have a shout out to beyond your girlfriend and yourself?
Carl Hardy for proposition to race in his team,
Oh,
but I refused it just because I'm
Too
gonna
good.
be loyal to Apex. It provided me too much
okay.
in past, and I don't want to leave it.
No,
no, that's fair.
What I would say in that case is get another Apex driver to join the league.
It was really close, but his work just.
Well, at least you're bearing it in mind, and maybe next season.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
He
let's see if
probably will race in second half, but it's really probably. It's not 100% sure.
Oh, that's
Well,
something to look forward to, and it's nice that you're showing that bit of loyalty as well.
absolutely,
It
absolutely.
is. like
Yeah.
that.
And
So well done to you, matey.
yeah, and it's Carl Hardy, so we won't cry about it. You know what I mean?
No, they're a great team.
Oh,
They're a great team. They're like a family, and you'd be happy with them. But you've got to respect that kind of loyalty. I
You
like
do,
that a lot.
absolutely. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, and you've done such a fantastic job tonight. Casper Smirnoff, everybody.
thank you guys.
Yeah, very well done, matey. Well done. See you next week.
See ya. Bye.
I love interviewing him. He's brilliant.
He's a lovely young man. He really
Yeah.
is. Very nice young
Oh
man.
my God, he's fantastic.
And he's a brilliant driver.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's just getting better, isn't he?
He is. He did well last season. He's done even better this season. Right, let's let's have a look.
Have we got
and
Jamie
see.
in? Hey!
Yay! We got Jamie Wilson next into the booth. Good evening.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Right. So, first race was a bit of a rumble in the jungle. Let's do that with it, shall we? Where did you finish? I can't even find the finishing positions anymore. I'll let you tell me.
Probably in New York or something.
In New York. So we'll go with 24th. Just gonna go out there. Gonna go out there for that one. Yeah, that was a bit of a rough ride. How did you find racing in the wet?
Well, so what caught Simon and I out, I don't know how many others were caught out by it, but we thought it was still quite moist.
Yeah, and you went out on wet. Yeah.
And we went out on wets and then went absolutely like a stone, just sank like a stone, went backwards. Awful.
Okay.
And it took us a while to figure out what was happening. Because we were like, surely no one's on slicks. It looked pretty wet with the session.
Everybody was
went
on
over.
slicks.
Everyone else and their dog was on slicks.
Yeah, they were.
So and we were like, do we get gambling? We gambled. and lost.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was quite an eye-opening experience because that's backwards to how our last experience. Well, I've had more experience in like the MX-5s and stuff, but that's a slightly different beast. But like, we did the Sebring 12 Hour when the first rain release came out, and in that it was slightly different to how this was. We kind of decided based on what that was like.
Yeah.
But it turns out that maybe it's just that these particular tyres are a bit different. And yeah, it was a surprise how much grip people had on the slicks on the wet parts of the track. So it must have just been deceptively, just looked worse than it was. And so, yeah, we were just absolutely getting freight trained like crazy.
It did look like there was a huge disadvantage to be on those wets, and there was quite a few that pitted to swap off them. Simon, did you pit as well? I can't remember.
I did, yeah.
Simon definitely did because we watched him come in because I was stunned the fact that he was in the pit lane, and then I was like, oh, I now get it. And then maybe there's quite a drop off. We used to race in R Factor in rain. Rain came to R Factor quite a lot of years ago. That'd be what, 2014, 2015. And your dry line became dry very quickly. You got off the dry line and you were done for. You were absolutely a passenger.
Yeah.
This seems to be much more realistic than that. And you maintain grip for a lot longer on the dry line, even into the wet line.
Yeah, I guess it's just a function of tyre temperature and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just a not used to it thing where we're looking at the track thinking, then sort of not really. It was
very
right in that
deceiving,
little,
Jamie.
right in that sketchy area where we're sort of on the fence as to what to do.
Yeah.
But the thing that just made us laugh is the fact that we thought we were just erring on the side of caution. It turns out we were just stupid and not going.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, we both kind of, I wouldn't say enjoyed that it had happened that way, but it was we weren't angry about it. It was just fascinating more than anything.
Yeah. No, it was massively entertaining for us. We didn't know what the hell was going on the entire race, even less than normal. But in the second race, up 13 positions, finished just outside the top 10. I mean, that was some remarkable bit of working through the field, to be honest, from you and from Simon, because he was up 18 positions. I mean, that's unbelievable.
I'll argue mine was the more impressive simply because I also got turned at turn 1.
Oh no, you did, yeah. You were
I
out
had
on
to
the
fumble
grass,
about
yeah.
finding my starter button for a while as well because I've got a new button box, so the muscle memory's not quite there yet.
Yeah, okay.
So fumbling about, trying to like I was trying to hotwire the car sort of thing. So I had to come from all the way back there. So no tyre ambiguity in that one.
No.
But although I didn't realise until I got to turn 1 that I'd loaded an old setup, and it was from the days that I used to run the faster steering ratio, and I'd forgotten to change it.
No.
So
super rapid turning.
Yeah, because because the force feedback's obviously there for the different ratios. Like my arms were going to fall off as I went around turn 1 for the first time, and then I got turned. So
yeah.
It was a voyage of discovery, and then I just didn't really get in the groove of it because I didn't really do any practice around here. Not that I generally don't do a great deal of practice anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But all the practice I did do was in the wet. So.
Oh, okay, right, okay. So
because
dry was almost
the novel
new
thing,
to you.
yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, I get it
So,
now.
yeah, it's just to make the assumption that it'd be fine in the dry, but then when you've been used to racing a little bit, or not racing, when you've been used to driving a bit in the wet, like in the practice session here, you've then not got all your sort of muscle memory and your references sorted out for when it actually does dry up.
No. Dry, braking points are 50 yards nearer to the corner, etc.
Yeah, you don't realise how much speed you can carry, and then having the wrong steering ratio then doesn't help with that on top.
Well, yeah, true, yeah. Well, it's been very entertaining watching you make your way through the field. And we've got Indy Road next time. I don't know how much it rains at Indianapolis. Probably not very much, given the fact that isn't it pretty much in a desert somewhere? I don't know.
Have you watched the 500 this year?
No. Wow.
No.
Go on, tell me.
Well,
it's
been delayed by 2 hours or something because it was raining.
Oh
Rain.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Downpour.
I don't know what Indy 500s you've watched over the years, Pete. Maybe the on Mars or something. Somehow, I don't know.
Maybe Indianapolis, the Mars edition, but
Indianapolis, in the middle of Chad or something.
Maybe you don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. We might get rain there then. That could be good.
The thing is,
we talked about this before the season start, right?
Yeah.
Which was press the button 3 times, hope that there's a percentage, a minimum percentage of rain, and honestly, tonight was 3.
Yeah, and it happened to play out in such a way that it did trigger, and it triggered in an interesting way. So I think
it did. It did. Yeah, I think that's 100% success, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, one data point, but still, a lot of the rain racing you see in officials and this, that, and the other. Maybe, I mean, I haven't done that much recently, but certainly when the Tempest system sort of first came about, if you went into a rain session, it was absolutely chucking it down. The track was near enough flooded, and this, that, and the other, and in the MX5 league, as Alan will know, they do it on timeline-based weather, so there's certainty about it's going to rain before race 4 or whatever, or on the cusp of. You can guess pretty much what it's going to do, because that's how that system is designed to work. But if you kind of make best use of the system available to us in the hosted, interface, then you can get these conditions like tonight where it could have not rained. There's a very high chance it would have not rained at all. But there's just that little smidge of, but it might. And what will be interesting is if we're in one of the endurance races or something, and then that happens, or that there's a prospect of that maybe in like the second half of the race or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Pete's
there will
actually
be...
said that, isn't he? Pete pointed this out. And you're right, Jamie. That is that could just turn everything on its heels, couldn't it? We want that to happen, don't we?
Yeah, there's a place for dry races because we will have some completely dry races, and that's fine. There's a place for a race like tonight where it's a bit greasy and uncertain, and there is a place for full wet, proper soaking wet racing.
Like
There's a place for
any
all of
track
those.
in the UK.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, whenever the Knock Hill's next on the schedule,
if it's not raining, it's not real.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to do a driver's suit that's got wellies on.
Yeah.
I've got these little
brilliant.
galoshes. They're very nice.
Oh dear, that's brilliant. Oh well, it's been brilliant entertainment tonight. Shame Simon couldn't join us in the chat, but he doesn't often unless he's top of the pile. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go and start your practice for what's probably going to be, apparently, according to Sam Boozin, a 100% wet race at Indianapolis?
Well, according to you, I'm going to need a camel to come with me. So,
yeah.
So there's middle ground there, I'm sure. I just want to shout out to a bunch. There's a couple of new people, and that's great to see. A couple of returning people, that's also great to see. Shout out to you for Pete. You Pete for.
What?
Sorry, get me word. Put my teeth in. Shout out to you, Pete, for not massively ballsing up the paints too much.
Yay!
Spencer's numbers wrong.
What?
But because I realised today that I hadn't looked at that spreadsheet at all. I went on to it earlier and was like, oh, he's done it all, and it's all fine. So well done.
He's down as 111 on my screen.
He was 40 on the decals.
Is he really? I'll cut that bit out of the broadcast. It's fine. Nobody will ever know.
Edit around it. Yeah.
I've got a lot of editing to do. I have to say, lots. like massive amounts. It's gonna be like a 2-minute broadcast.
And yeah, apologies to Pete Van Gool because I turned him inadvertently in the first race. I was being pinched. Didn't really do much about it, but
we saw him exiting stage left. Yeah.
But yeah, I had the same experience on the receiving end in race 2 myself, so I know how annoying that is. So yeah, apologies to Pete.
No worries. In that case,
Very nice with you, Jamie.
it is. Yeah, absolutely. Benevolence in racing is always a brilliant thing. We will look forward to seeing you at the monsoon season in Indianapolis, and it's been unbelievably entertaining having you with us for this one. I'll try and get everybody's numbers right for the next race. Thank you very much, Jamie Wilson, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, well done, Jamie.
Awesome. We've got additions to the interview room. We need to interview this boy. So welcome to the booth. Oh no, who have I just ejected? Where's he gone?
Anthony Hilton.
Yeah, I thought I was bringing him into this.
He heard you and he moved.
He did, didn't he? He did, didn't he?
Oh, he's gone back.
He's
He's
come
back,
back.
he's back.
Well, I'm going to move him into a live booth now. I don't know what. He's dizzy now. Poor old Anthony Hilton.
It's
He's
going to be like this every time. This is the last time.
Excellent. Yeah. This is the last time you're going to join an interview room. Right. Okay. Good evening. Let's start again. We'll cut that bit out. I've got so much to cut. There's going to be no
We've got a lot
broadcast
of
left.
editing this week, Pete.
Honestly, it's ridiculous.
Exactly.
It's just obscene.
With all the cock-ups with the race numbers, too.
Yeah, I know. What on earth? At least somebody's watching the broadcast.
Just the usual start to the season, really.
Well, yeah, standard. Race 1.
You start off by saying, by the way, that's why I actually came on. I wanted to congratulate my favorite boozy broadcaster. A little belated birthday present. Congratulations, Alan.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's why I actually just came on. So, thanks for talking to you guys. Bye-bye.
I was going to say, that was the end of the interview with Anthony Hilton. Goodbye. So, somebody's going to have to remind me where you started finished in the first race. Was it 16th? I think it was.
No, I think it was 12.
12th. Oh, no, because you ended up right at the front of the field. Or towards the front of the field.
That was a hell of a story. I qualified 14th, feeling all lucky. And then
we got another Stephen Walker, Alan. We can't have two in the same league. That's just ridiculous.
No, this is crazy. Somebody was just banging on the door, so I had to run over. It was Amazon, and it wasn't even for me. It was for the neighbors.
Oh my God.
And then I came back and I had to start from the pits.
No.
Oh, Anthony.
I'd have been like,
Oh.
I'd have been like,
I was fuming.
Q Amazon,
I
go away.
hope your neighbours are nice
Yeah.
neighbours, and
Yeah, but they were-
they realise. Show them this film.
Show them this
Send
finger.
them the
No,
link
no,
so
no,
they
no.
can see.
Show them,
I
show
didn't,
them
I
this
didn't accept
finger
it
and.
either because it's the neighbors that I don't like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I mean, like, screw
It
you.
Yeah, and not just that, he was banging on the door like it was the cops. I was like, "What the hell is wrong
Oh
with you?"
my God.
Jesus.
Well,
Oh.
That was a hell of a first race.
so you know what it sounds like when the cops are banging on your door. Is that what I'm hearing from that?
So anyway, Alan, how was your first?
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
permanently old.
You can get interviewed every week. This is good. This is good
How
stuff.
do you like my deflection skills?
Yeah, that's nice. I like it. That's good. Look at that flying pig over there. That's brilliant.
Oh,
Yeah. So let's talk about the second race then. So you started in. I'm going to say fourth. I'm going to guess
believe
fourth.
so, yeah.
I think that's a good number.
You do numbers well.
I do numbers excellently well. Yeah, I can get to 10, and still finish top 10. You defended very, very sensibly and professionally when you needed to, and you covered off your pit stop very professionally as well. Because I've got your numbers on my screen right now. You were in the pit road for 37 seconds. You were stationary for 11.9 seconds. That was a very respectable series of digits. You've got yourself some decent points for the AM Championship. You are our current reigning champion for AM. Well done.
Yes.
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 Yes, and very well deserved. And it's great to have you as our champion. You really worked for it last season. You earned it every single race, and you've set off well this season, matey. And I could see you being a double winner if people aren't careful. They're going to have to get their fingers into gear.
Well, to be fair, I think I was there. A lot of times other people just couldn't make it, right? So.
Yeah, well,
you got to be there to do that.
You got to be there. You got to be in it to win it.
You have to have a lack of social life to win it. Yeah, true.
Yes.
Oh,
we had to
no.
give up social life a long time ago and became iRacers.
Somebody needs to explain what a social life is, because I have no idea. I think we've ended up.
It's usually at the bottom of that bottle that you sent Alan, I think.
Oh yeah. Keep digging for it.
He's lovely, man. He sends me one every season, and every season he sends me a bottle of whiskey. Isn't it beautiful?
I think it's called a bribe, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's definitely that.
Well, he started doing it sort of in arrears. So like he gave me the first one to say thank you for my work for that season, and he just never stopped doing it, which is really nice of him. But he doesn't have to. But it's a
well
lovely
appreciated.
gesture. Yeah, it's a lovely gesture, and it gives me something. I look forward to it because I just get that bottle out every Wednesday night, and it makes it special.
Well, you're like a broadcasting supercar, so you need high octane fuel, don't you?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's for the nod I got for one of those races last season from you, man.
Yeah, you're awesome.
No,
I
epic
won't be
stuff.
surprised if you don't be a double champion. And I like double champions. We have a few, and it's a very great thing to be. It is.
Well, fingers
And
crossed.
then you'll
I think
be.
the other guys are doing pretty good too.
Yeah, I know. Well, they will. I mean, it looks like it's going to be really competitive down there this season. There's new drivers in. I think it's going to be absolutely brilliant for you. Everybody's going to have great racing, which is what we want.
Yeah.
And I imagine that you'll be a pro-am next time. So enjoy it.
Don't tell Pete.
Yeah, don't tell me. No, it's the world's worst kept secret. You've got Tony T. Walker talking to you on the Discord chat about some sort of incident.
Yeah, I got turned around in a left-hander.
Right. Right, fair enough. I'll let you sort that out in a minute. But yeah, a brilliant season last season. The best you could hope for. I think I was 50-50 on whether to move you up into the pro-ams. I've kept you in the AMs unless you tell me to move you up, because I just think you fit that bill very, very well. It seems to be the shoe that fits right now. But If you want to be in the pro-ams, that's entirely up to your choice. It's been brilliant having you in the leagues, and you're such a wonderful person to have. You can come in this interview room every week if you wish. Go on.
That would mean Alan has to have his birthday every week, and that would make him really old. So let's not do that.
News for you. There's a news flash
I know what
coming.
you're gonna say. Let's not go there.
All right then. I'll keep that one behind my teeth, shall I? Okay. But yeah, no news flash. It's already.
I think there's something nice about the reigning champion driving that season with their crown. To me, it's appropriate that if you won the amateur, that you drive that season as the amateur champion in the amateur league.
That's where
I think that's the
yeah.
same for all of them. You know, if you're, I think that's the right thing to do. You're representing, you've won that championship. You should be driving in that league and wearing that crown proudly. I think.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Can I give one shout out?
Oh, you can give as many as you wish.
Yeah.
I would like to shout out David, and I'm disgusted by him that he traded in the Audi.
He didn't. He rocked up in the Audi.
Yeah, oh, man. Did he come back with the Audi? Did he?
He's in the Audi.
I saw him in practice in the Velocity.
Yeah.
I was puking all over my wheel.
So he.
Then I refrained from my comment.
Yeah,
Yes.
You were doing a lot of editing anyway today, so that's okay.
Yes.
It's going to be a 1
It's
minute.
going to be a very short broadcast.
Yeah, but
Oh,
no,
they were pressing the button, to be honest.
he pulled a blinder on everybody. He had everybody believing he was going to drive the Veloster, and then literally at 4 o'clock this afternoon, I got a message saying, "Would you mind just kindly moving me over to the Audi, please?" So I was like, "All right, I'll do it on the quiet then, shall I?"
So then my faith has been restored.
Excellent,
Yes,
excellent.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know whether his has because he didn't finish very well. But we will skip swiftly over that, like a wonderful ballerina. And thank you, Anthony, for your
Have a good one, guys.
fantastic
Thank you,
contribution. Enjoy Indianapolis Road, probably in a monsoon season rain.
Yeah, probably. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah. Good night.
Cheers.
Did you flush him, Sam?
Nope.
No, I must have flushed him, but I didn't even press the button. I didn't think I'd pressed the button.
Oh, you're using mental telepathy now, are you? As
Well,
as
apparently
you're
so, yeah.
Meditating and levitating.
Just too good for this job. Right, okay. Right, let's get through the last two interviewees as they are.
Let Mr. Dixon in here.
Yeah, where's he gone? Oh, Fiona's just vanished. Oh, I've just moved him
Oh,
into
he's there. He's
Smart
gone back to
Racing.
his smart racing.
I know.
Drop him anyway.
It's all right. I'll drag him back in
there.
here. It must be the
Yeah.
wine, Alan. It's just doing strange things to me. Chris Dixon. I've lost my other screen. No, I haven't. There it is. You finished in. You did really well, actually, didn't you? 16th overall. Were you third in class? Is he there?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Pinky.
Good
I know
evening.
you tried to escape, but there's no escape from
Yeah.
the clutching fingers of Pete
Yeah,
Dillon.
Talking
Houston
away to
calling.
myself there.
Yeah. Right, okay. Was it 16th in the first race and third in class? I think it was.
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
David first, then Anthony, who drove fantastically. Well, they both did tonight. David and Anthony both drove well.
Yeah.
But yeah, first race I really enjoyed. And the qualifying in the wet or damp.
Damp, yeah.
I like the wet. Yeah, it's fun.
You live up near me, so that was just moist. That wasn't even damp.
Yeah,
That was nothing compared to what we face.
No, very true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Good, and you had some. You've got some good competition in that AM Class League now. So Max was right on your heels in that race as well. He's new to your AM Class. Dietmar was in and around you throughout that race, making his way through from other incidents previously.
Yeah, I had a good race with a few of them. And his first race was great because I thought at the beginning I got a really good start and jumped quite a few of them, which I knew were going to get back past me. And then decided to stay out wide, but drifted off track and got two. I got a 1x10 and then a 1x further around the lap, and I was like, didn't want any.
Frustration there.
Well, first race was all right after it settled down. Come off with a 5x. The plan is still to go for your, or was still to go for your award, Alan. But
No, you could still. There's nothing. Early days, and I bet there's plenty of X's around as well, matey.
race 2 was horrendous. So,
You say it was horrendous. What did you end up with? 11?
in race 2?
Yeah.
No, 22.
22?
So, yeah.
20? Oh my god. I think you broke
well-
SDK then, because it's still saying you've got 11.
No, I had to do a drive-through,
Right.
and which then mucked my pit stop up. But just before I got the drive-through, someone clipped me back end coming down the bank into the last turn, which it was unintentional. There, obviously, one of the quick lads come round the corner, overspeed, just clipped me back end, but I caught it, and then it threw me to the left into the barrier and damaged the car.
Yeah.
But I ended up with 17x as well because of that incident, so I had to do a drive-through, fix the car on the next pass. But because I'd done the drive-through, it put my tyres back on, so I changed the tyres. So, and then I fixed the car, come out, and it wouldn't turn left. They're right.
Oh,
So-
well, on a clockwise circuit, that's pretty bad.
This is getting better by the minute.
I know, yeah.
So I got round the first turn and slowly round the second thought, right, I'm going to have to pit again. Then it just, as I was going down the straight before that bank where you go right and up the bank, it just shot off to the left into the barrier. And I looked behind me and there was a load of cars coming. I hit the brakes and thought, no, I'm going to stop in the middle of the track here. So I just floored the accelerator and back into the barrier the other side and got off the track.
Right. Well, yeah, that's probably the honourable thing to do at that point, isn't it? Is to.
Well, the car was damaged. So
Yeah.
I think we saw that, didn't we? See him
We
getting
saw
out of the way?
that,
I think
yeah.
we did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Not
then I had,
driving.
I reset to the pits and then had 8 minutes of repairs. So
Plenty of time for a cup of tea.
well, yeah,
You
just
feed it,
went for a
rub the
toilet
wall.
break,
Yeah.
come back, and out, and just tried to stay out the way of everyone. So
No. Well.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's focus on race 1 then, because maybe that's more of where you will finish this season. Rain's definitely a great leveler.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, you can, especially that track, because there's very little places you can overtake if you put the car in the right place. Even if they've got speed, like 2 seconds a lap on you in the wet as well, it levels it out, and they just if you plant it on the apex, they can't get round, they can't get past you. So
No.
yeah, it's definitely a leveler on that track anyway.
No, it's a good performance tonight. We go to Indianapolis Road, which apparently it can rain because Sam Boozing corrected me about the real life situation with IndyCar. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. I think every race this season is going to be interesting for that reason, but it's been very entertaining watching you racing with your own teammates and some of the new guys that are newly and freshly introduced to the league. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, just the general yourselves for putting this on. It's absolutely fantastic. All the lads as well. I mean, I've had a few. We had a few of us had comments saying thanks for getting out the way and staying out the way. It's a difficult track to do that. But yeah, we just try to get out the way. The front runners, let them go. Don't get in the way. And like Anthony on the last race, I could see he was battling with someone. I went into turn 1 and I just stayed out wide and let him go up the inside. I didn't want to get in their way. Being 8 or 9 laps down, it was just stay out of his way. So I just followed them round to finish. And yeah, it's all the lads are fantastic. Can't fault them at all. So, and like you say, they all help as well. So
No, honourably done. We will look forward to seeing you at Indianapolis Road then, and we wish you a very good evening. Chris Dixon, everybody.
yeah,
Well
good
done, Chris.
evening. Night, guys.
All right, my dear. Yeah. It's grand, isn't it? Isn't
It
it?
is.
All these people.
Yeah, absolutely. And last into the booth in her usual slot for the evening is Fiona. Good evening.
Mike Fee, the great.
Yeah, Fee the fantastic Fee. Where did you finish in the first race? 19th in the first race. I think you were 5th in class. Your class is a little bit bigger this season, so that's actually a better result than people would imagine. And in the second race, it was a bit of a rough ride, 26th overall. Dropped a few positions along the route and visited the pits, I think, twice. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I had a drive-through. I had 19x in total in that race.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it's difficult in the dry, let alone in the wet. And incident points can get picked up very, very rapidly, especially if there's people sliding around all over the place, as there would be in a race as greasy as this one probably was. But yeah, you've got some great points from that. Hopefully you had some great racing experience in there as well.
It was good fun until the rain disappeared.
Yeah, okay.
I run, I think,
Yeah.
15 minutes into the race when it's at its wettest, race 1. I hadn't had a 0x.
Oh, right, okay.
And then once it dried out, he started pushing a bit more, and I got a couple of 3 at the end.
Right, okay. Yeah. No, I mean that's expected to be during a wet race like this, or a wet start in race week. Let's call it that.
I would say we've probably got a record number of off tracks and there's an X's in this between everybody. As a total, I think we're probably. You should see how many we've got, Pete, and see if we can beat the total, because it's got to be quite a lot of people have got a lot, haven't they?
Well, to say I'd need to take my shoes and socks off to count that high is an understatement of monumental proportions.
We don't get very many normally. People are extremely parsimonious with the X's in this league.
Yes, it's been very, very economic, shall we say, in the accrual of incident points over everybody, to be honest. But I can see one on here who is in the 30s for one race. So that's humbling, let's say. I think the rain has brought some people down a few pegs in their confidence levels, potentially. But let's hope that that doesn't last for too long, because we love the racing, and tonight was no exception. You were in the thick of it for quite a long time, with various different people. Max was around you, who's new to this league. We had Daryl, who was racing not too far from you. You ended up having to race some of the what we might class as super fast, because they ended up in trouble. How did you get on with all that?
It was absolutely brilliant fun. I mean, they did slowly get through, but like Chris was saying in the waiting room, when you're in front of someone, even if they're 2 or 3 seconds a lot faster, if you can place your car right, they've got no chance of getting through.
True, yeah. And Lime Rock Park is very typical for that, yeah. It's like the home of car positioning in order to maintain a position. End of the start-finish straight is probably the most opportunistic place to do something, because there's about 600 lines into that corner. But everywhere else is pretty locked out if you're in the right position. Excuse me.
My stats was either hit or miss. Race 1, I was on the right-hand side of the grid, and I just wheel spun off the grid. Race 2, I was on the left-hand side, and I got a lovely start. I think I made 4 or 5 places up before I got to turn 1.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of that about people. Some people got a really cracking starts, didn't they? And some people spun the wheels up in the puddle and couldn't get away.
Yeah. Well, it's been fantastic. And Indianapolis is the next destination. I know you've driven there before, because you've driven it in this league before. Yeah, it's an exciting track. Don't know what it'll be like if you end up with rain, but we're about to find out. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, you guys, as always, people who do all the work in the background to make it possible. And big shout out to all the new people what's joined us for this season.
Absolutely right.
Nice.
It's good to see the league attracting new and fresh people. It certainly makes for an interesting race week. In that case, we will look forward to seeing you at Indy this time next week. Fiona Siddons, everybody.
Good night,
Well
everybody.
done, Fee.
Thank you, Alan.
Right, so guys, we have a decision to make on driver of the meeting. This is also a championship that starts again this season. Yes, it's an onerous task, Alan. It's
a tough one tonight, matey.
It is.
Goodness, I've been thinking and thinking and thinking.
Yeah, I've got some nominees. Stephen Walker, because he's probably got the highest points haul of the evening, and he's finished second in both races, which is no tall order. Miguel, because he's returned to us and dominated the second race at least. Casper, because he did such a wonderful performance in that second race, maintained his position.
He did well in the first race as well.
He did
got
all right,
a really
yeah.
good qualification.
Yeah, and then
Got slowed down, but yeah,
Dan Mills.
a good night for him.
Yeah, Daniel Mills, because he won the first race. He didn't do as exceptionally in the second race, but even finishing 14th in this company is sterling performance.
It is, and his performance in the first race was great, wasn't it?
It was. I think that those are my standout people, and my vote is going to be for Kasper Smirnov. He's, for me, done a brilliant job tonight. 14th in the first and fourth in the second, just outside the podium positions. To be honest, you can't ask for more than that. That's a bit special, to be honest. So my vote goes to Kasper Smirnov this evening. Sam, let's go to Sam first. Is there someone that stood out for you tonight?
If I was to base myself only on race wide, I would give it to Arno, but we haven't seen him in race 2.
Race 2, where did he end up? Race 2.
I think he had some issues and all, so it's not completely his fault, but I will agree with you and I will go with Casper. I don't know him myself.
No.
So it's hard to judge compared to other people, but as you said, he's done a great job. 2 really good results, so I think he deserves it.
No, that's good. I'll tell you what, you vote for him, I'll vote for his girlfriend who lets him race. Okay. And Alan, where are you going to go?
Well, I think I'm going to go and vote for my captain. Because he's done a really good race tonight. 2 races, in fact. He qualified really great, and I think he had a top 5. In fact,
he did. Well, top 6 in the first race and top 5 in the top 6 in the second race, top 5 in the first race, as I remember.
Yeah, 2 very good positions, and on a race night like this, in conditions like this, I think that's fantastic, and I'm chuffed for him.
No, good vote. Yeah, he was 5th in the first race and top of his class. So yeah, good call. So that brings us to the end of our first race week for season 18. First race week with rain involved. I think it's worked out pretty good. It's certainly shaping up to be one of the best seasons we've got. I mean, it'd be nice to have.
I don't know how you topped last season, but then the season before, I didn't know how you were going to top that one. So
well, it seems
it's
to
all in
like
the air,
that.
isn't it? But well, we've got a starting grid like we've got with the kind of quality and the atmosphere among the drivers, which is just unspeakably good. It just feels so good. The competition and the companionship and the camaraderie of the drivers is just outstanding, and it's a pleasure to be here.
It is. It's fantastic. So I will wish all the viewers and the racers a great and good evening, because without you, it is. Well, there's no league, is there really? You're the community. You're what makes it happen. Thanks to Sam for joining us in the booth again this season, and to Alan and your whiskey bottle, because without that, I don't know. It would be a much less professional performance with just
Well,
me
I'd be
in
a
the
lot
booth.
soberer, but I'd still be here.
Excellent.
I'd
Well,
have to
that'd be
supply
good
my
too.
own whiskey, actually, so that
Yeah.
would be even worse, come to think of it.
Well-
This is ideal currently.
Good stuff. Well, I'll hand you over to Sam to say his goodbyes, and then over to Alan after that for his. Good night, folks, and stay safe. We will see you next week.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, and same for me. And we'll see you at Indianapolis in the sunshine. Big cord.